Welcome to Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to become a member, link is in the description. So, I made... my allergies are so bad today. I did a lot of dusting and I'm just suffering. Whenever I do like a dusting of the house, a vacuuming, clean the ceiling fan, I'm just suffering. Who's all in here? Say hi, give thumbs up. We got a lot to do today. Hi, guys. Cammy Girl. Ellen, EJ, Hazel Eyes. I sent some gifts to Rev and Channy to open up a conversation. It's Christmas, so it felt right. Good for you, Cammy Girl. I didn't even know you had their address. You gave her, got them shampoos, soaking salts. Okay, there you go. All right. There you go. Melinda, what? Oh, I've already seen that. Yes. I've already seen that. The president's wall, yeah. And there's a missing president. Yeah, I've seen that. Ellen, I sent some good smelling, soaking salts. There you go. Nothing wrong with encouraging people. As long as you ain't sending them money for drugs, right? April's Rose, Nicole, Elizabeth, Linda in Texas. Melanoline. Did I get it right? Thunder 420, Kel's Bells. Tangle Bliss. Teddy Bear. He's thirsty. Sophia. Marhaba. Shady Bougie. Oh, Cook. I thought it said something else. I'm so glad. Sala loves Ali. Aisha. There's a channel name. Silver Roses. Drella. Courtney. Oh, he emailed that to you. She is so happy right now, so we'll see if this helps. Yeah, I'm definitely not against encouraging. Like I said, I would be more than happy to get a group of people together and start Instacarting food to the home because we're not going to enable drug addicts. But if you keep people down, then that's all they'll feel about themselves. If you try to encourage people, like if she started doing her Shanny Cooks, I'm all for that. And having the ingredients there so she can build and maybe start moving towards self-worth, maybe working towards glowing up for her children. I'm all for moving forward. You can't undo the past. You're down with the Instacart? Yeah, we got plenty of people that are willing to help with inventory and get the food in the house so she can cook. And I think this, might help. But no, I will never give them money for drugs. No, never. Yeah. Teddy Bear said he'll be nice. So anyway, I was working on these last night. And I got 5 of the black done. And 5 of the rose quartz. So soon we're going to have, I made myself one because it's too small and I have a tiny wrist. So I didn't put, it was too small to probably give away. The rest of them are like really looser. But I made this one too tight, so I'll keep it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out, because people aren't going to be able to say, I want pink, I want black. What it's going to be is I'm going to write down all the members' names, and then I'm going to go the first 6. Well, how many do I have? 5. 5 of each. 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it'd be like the first 5 go pink, and the last 5 go black. Now, if I have any male members, I am going to make different for the male. I'm going to do the men's wooden. Yeah. If I have any male members that win. So if you'd like to become a member, there's the link. Boom. Now, back onto the face cream. I sold 3. I have 3 left. So if you buy 2, it's $35 a piece, includes shipping. Shipping cost me $9.50 to ship each box. So I can put 2 in a box. That's all I can put in a box. I might be able to put 3 in a box, to be honest. But if you buy just one, it's $40, and that includes shipping. And you pay in the Cash App. I haven't opened the store back up. So today, these are going out because they're paid for. Shipping is insane, Jarella. So I'm going to put these in their padded envelopes, and then they go in a box, and they're guaranteed 1 to 3 days. It's priority, that's why. I don't ship my face cream like this. Nope. My face cream goes in a priority box, 1 to 3 days shipping. So those are going out today. They're paid for. I have 3 left. You might want to hit me up in my email to guarantee yourself any of the last 3. So there's that. Now, we're done with all that. So you want to start out with a laugh. Tango Bliss has now become a seeker. Welcome to the seeker family. Willie's still dying. Oh, Jarrell, I had that happen. I had ordered the wild oil, or oil of wild oregano, right? Because a drop a day keeps the virus away. Anyway, they sent it in a bubble envelope. The whole thing was shattered. I'm like, really? Really, Amazon? Glass, envelope, thrown around, doesn't work. Teddy, you are unblocked. What's Teddy saying? What's Teddy saying? Oh, over at Shanny's channel? Willie needs a battery transplant. Yeah, he's got to go to the vet. Stupid question, but are you damn it, Danny? Yeah, that's who I am. It's going to be one of those days, is it? Kids on Christmas break. For real. Anyway, so we're going to start out with a laugh. Let me get some lemon water down the gullet. I've been doing winter cleaning. I don't know, I feel weird. When a furnace is on, and I've spent $35 on a thermos or a furnace filter that just literally like purifies the air, it don't mean shit, right? You got to go in the vents, and you got to do this, you got to do that. So I'm over this shit. Yeah, you probably are losing your mind, Dinos, baby. You don't know how to spell losing. I know that is I don't know why people think goose, G-double-O, right? Double O's, S-E is goose. So why would you think lose would be L-double-O? S-I-N-G? I can't today. Not today. Okay? Not today. We got important shit to cover. Thank you, Diamond Paw. Yeah. Way to make you feel bad? You just called me damn. Hold on. Sorry, here comes the phone calls. Let me just hit this person up in a text. Oh, God, I can't with these people. Okay. You want to be the grammar police? It's so fun. Especially when they're, trying to backhanded insult you. That's cute. Or plug a channel. I love it. People are a free will over here. Yes, my email is nomadnesslife@yahoo.com. If you would like any of the last 3 face creams, and I'm not making it, probably in January when I'm really bored in the dead of winter, I will make a full batch, and maybe I'll take pre-orders because I don't want to sit on any face cream. But you're the one in the same, confused. What? When do we start a sentence with but? Decompress. Yeah, Teddy bear's over here sitting in a beanbag chair naked eating Cheetos. That's how enjoyable my channel is and my chat. I'm sorry. We can't make you the star today. Chantal's the star. Oh my God, do you guys want to have a laugh? Yeah, my breakfast pizza is so yummy. My food, listen, if you haven't went over and tried my foods, I can't help you. I can't help you. You're missing out. It's in my playlist. I have a playlist called Food. Oh my God. Better than anything on the internet. I'm just saying. Okay, so first we'll start out with a laugh, shall we? We got speaker on. We've got, volume up. Tell me if this looks familiar to any of you. Hold on, hold on. You know what? Stop it. Oh, there we go. I don't want my phone. I want my... All right. Now, tell me if this reminds you of anything. Yeah, you could have breakfast pizza for dinner. It's really good. Eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese. You make your own dough. And it's only like... it's the yogurt dough. Oh, it's really good. All right. Now, tell me... Listen, I was on the Tiki Talks yesterday. Now, tell me if this reminds you of anything. Anyone? Here we go. Here we fucking go. She heading to Nigeria to meet her love. Got her hair braided. There's her baby. There's her man. Whoa. Can't let you play the music. Look at what she did. Now, what was funny was the first comment in there. It said, is somebody going to tell her? That's some funny shit. Now, before we get on to Chantal's new arc of covering her face for life, which, thank you. Let's get on to some other stuff. Okay, so, okay. Next up. Now, this is in the U.S., okay? So, this is in the U.S., and I just found it interesting. I'll tell you my theory with what's going on with Chantal. Everybody relax. But we got to cover all our bases. Okay. Yeah, we're all grateful, right, Michael? For our digestive systems now that she has covered her mouth. There will be no more mukbangs. Can we get a whoa? Catch it? We got a whoa up in here. No more mukbangs. No more mukbangs. La 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 la. Till she changes her mind. Anyway. How long will it last exactly, Jamie Lynn? Okay, anybody want to address? Yep, so what? Is my sound cutting out? Is my sound cutting out? Jamie Lynn, is my sound cutting out? Nope. Okay, that's awesome. Go find some attention somewhere else. Here we go. They do it all the time. Every single chat. Yeah, you're blurry. You're pixelating. I can't hear you. Yeah, it's like the oldest thing in the teenage internet live stream book. All right, here we go. So this is in the U.S., so I don't know how it works in Canada. But I just thought it was interesting. I wanted to hear this lawyer. What they look for. He's an immigration lawyer.
U.S. immigration officials may suspect your marriage is fraudulent if one or more of the following 7 red flags go up. Number 1, no common language. If you can't communicate with each other without using Google Translate, how can you have a bona fide marriage? Maybe.
Gold. Yes, the sound is cutting out. Hold on. Is it better? I've got 2 people sound cutting out. Everybody else is fine. I'm gonna have to start this over. It's fine. Thank you, Trailer Park. It's fine. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Pussycat. Thank you, Jacqueline. All right, enough with the... Stop derailing the chat. We have things to cover. Okay, so... My mods will tell me if I have a sound issue, if I have a visual issue. How about that? Yeah, if you go close the app and start it over, because I did get a phone call and we already know that everyone I've told to text me before they call me because I may be on YouTube, they don't listen to a freaking word I say. Because every single one of them are, oh, look, there's a chicken. That's what they do to me. Because it don't matter to them. Next time I'm putting them, you know what? They'll be on airplane mode. How about that? Do not disturb mode. How about that? Thank you. All right, let's start over. Now, immigration lawyer here. Now, this is for the U.S., so we need to pay attention to what he says. I'm going to let it run. And then see if you can find anything that they may be flagged for if the rules are the same in Canada.
U.S. immigration officials may suspect your marriage is fraudulent if one or more of the following 7 red flags go up. Number 1, no common language. If you can't communicate with each other without using Google Translate, how can you have a bona fide marriage? Maybe it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's a red flag. Number 2, a huge age gap between the spouses. I know it's not uncommon these days, but it'll raise questions. It's a little suspicious. Red flag. Number 3, too many photos of just you and your spouse. Immigration officers want to see more than selfies. If your photos look real, so will your marriage. Number 4, no documents showing that you have a shared life with your spouse. For example, it's not a good look if you don't have a joint bank account, or if you aren't joint tenants on a lease, or something like that. And it looks even worse if you rush to open up a joint bank account right before your interview with immigration officials, because they're going to think you did it only for immigration purposes. Number 5, you and your spouse aren't living together and haven't lived together. It's a red flag if you haven't lived together for at least some period of time, because that's what married people do. Number 6, a suspicious immigration history. For example, if you or your spouse had a fraudulent marriage in the past or some other major problem with immigration, it's going to cast doubt on your current marriage. And number 7, inconsistent answers at your marriage-based green card interview. If you and your spouse can't get your story straight, how can you have a bona fide marriage? That's all I have to say about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And
now, here's the only trouble I see. First of all, I see a problem if she now has a shared bank account with him, which she has to have for him. The other problem I see, no wedding photos. I'm just trying to help a bitch out, right? We don't need anyone getting arrested. We don't need anyone losing all their money, right? So there's no wedding. Wedding photos on Instagram, it's just selfies with the 2 of them. There's only photos of them, not with his family. Nothing is moved to a full circle of joined union. Let's just say that, right? And then I found it odd that they were living in his single male living, and now they've moved into married accommodations. So they're doing all the things, but they only have till the end of January. So it's when they go to sit in front of, get a green card or sit, they don't do green cards, by the way, in Canada. Oh, here's the other nugget. Check out this shit. All right, hold on. All right, we'll start here. Hold on, everybody relax. So this is what's going on in Ottawa right now. Okay? Very important. Pay attention. Ottawa. But then we got nuggets. Always bringing the nuggets.
Canadian government has increased their immigration targets once again to 500,000 by the year 2025. The aim is to bring in 465,000 new permanent residents in 2023, 485,000 in 2024, and 500,000 in 2025.
Now pay attention to this. Canada is aiming to welcome 465,000 new permanent residents in 2023. These are immigrants. 485,000 in 2024 and 500,000 in 2025. Just pay attention. They're doing a mass entrance into Canada. They have already went over 2022. So don't you find it interesting? We're about to come on 2023, and it's easier right now from 2023 to 2025 to get into Canada.
Numbers are up significantly to their previous targets, as in 2022, their plan was to have 431,000, which we've already blown past. 2023, 447,000 and 451,000 in 2024. A major reason for this is because Canadian industries are facing a significant...
Okay, so what they're saying is that Canadian industries are facing a significant labor shortage. The problem is the housing. They already have a housing shortage. Now, when is JT up for re-election? When is JT up for re-election? Because we already know he depends on Muslim and the, how do you pronounce it? S-I-K-H. The Sikh, something like that. Right? Okay, all right. So the new plan puts an emphasis on increasing the number of immigrants who will be admitted based on their work skills in the next 3 years. So there's a fast track. You get points in this express immigration. But if you don't qualify, like maybe somebody did apply and based on their work skills, now we know this person went to university, may or may not, I don't know, he's got a pilot simulator on a computer, which I don't really find worrisome. Some people do. But anyway, possibly an Uber driver, but you get ranked on your job skills. So you can just come on over and you can go from TR, temporary resident, to permanent resident pretty damn quick if you have the right career. So, this could be a thing.
Shortage. About 1 million jobs are vacant across the country. So I've said it once, I'll say it again. Where are all these people going to live?
Yeah, they're short on housing in Canada.
Immigration, it's good for the country, but we need to address the housing shortage, and the government needs to make it easier to build homes.
Okay, so there's a lot of red tape about building new housing in Canada. And we already know what. So anyway, this is going all over the TikToks. Come on in, everybody. And you got all these people that are saying they are, well, let's let Justin explain it to you. So now, if you actually ask Canadians, if you actually ask people that have applied for express visas to come to Canada, they're all complaining. One woman's been waiting 3 years for her husband to be able to come over. Other people have been waiting for their families to be able to come over. So don't think this is, even though they're saying all this, here's what Justin had to say. Oops, hold on. Here's what Justin had to say.
If someone can promise to you that they can accelerate your file for the government of Canada, they're lying to you. Yes, there are legitimate immigration consultants who can help you with the processes, but there are too many people making promises to vulnerable people that they simply cannot back up. Again, the Government of Canada has taken a number of steps to crack down on fraudulent immigration consultants. That's why I would encourage everyone to consult the official Government of Canada websites for information on how to protect themselves from fraudulent extortionists and criminals who will try and take your money and not deliver you on the promise of coming to Canada. But as you know, many of these people are based in other countries and are beyond the reach of Canadian law. And that's why I impress upon people here in Canada to tell your acquaintances, tell your family members that the immigration processes are available through the Government of Canada website, and to be very careful of people who are promising you easy answers to what is necessarily a complex system. Needs more people coming to build their lives and their future in Canada so we can pick up the pace of this recovery. We're going to continue to be the open, generous country we've always been, continue to take advantage of the fact that Canadians remain positive towards immigration, even as so many other countries turn their backs. The Liberal Party has always been the party of immigration. We will continue to make sure that we have a strong, rigorous, but generous immigration system to allow people to come.
Okay, so what I've been learning is that people are out there making promises to people, then people pay the money to these fake immigration organizations. And they're not, they're illegal. They're not even tied into Canadian government. So what it looks like right now has been going on. When did I decide to become a woman? Oh, I don't know, at birth. That's cute. You on Christmas break, sweetheart. You're getting a lump of coal, you little asshole. Chip, Skip. Isn't that cute? Do you skip, Chip? Anyway, so what they're saying in the comments is that they're favoring, the immigrants they're favoring are Ukrainian right now. So their goal looks like it's every country, when actually people of Canada are saying that it's focused on Ukrainian. Yeah, all of a sudden Salo become Ukrainian, right? So anyway, I don't know how this is going to work out for them, but here's just some nuggets. Immigration lawyers, that's a U.S. immigration lawyer, they definitely are going to do a deep dive into your marriage. Age difference is a big deal, right? And then with the whole fast track express immigration into Canada, it has to do with, you get points based on your age, your career. So it's a bunch of things. And some people are getting duped and scammed out of money with false promises that they will bring them into the country. So if Salah has applied on his own and was denied based on his career, his score, right? Then maybe they think that this marriage is the way to do it. I don't know. Guess we'll sit around and find out. Can't wait. Okay. So now we will get on to this. Foodie having her whole existence online. Yeah, we're going to get into that. But he's a successful businessman. Maybe he's an Uber driver. Those people are successful. I know people during the pandemic that made $100,000 just delivering Uber Eats. Uber Eats, dropping people off food. Bought a house, just saved it. So, you never know what Canada needs over there. He may be into something. Well, no, because he would have been approved on his own. But I'm always leery Okay, so let's say there's a fast track because what? In, let's see, this is almost 2023, right? And we got 2024. So the end of 2023. Listen, 2023, by the way, you buy lots of popcorn because this is going to get crazy everywhere. Listen, JT's trying to keep his position. They still got stuff to do, people. So this one is going to turn into crazy. Okay? So, hi, Christy. So, this could help JT because we already know the people are getting frustrated because he just passed a whole new ban in his country and people are upset. So anyway, there's that. Go read it yourself. Anyway, so what if after all is said and done, people start getting removed? Wouldn't that be something sad? It's always a chess game, right? You know, all you got to do is screw up a little. You're out of here. You're out of here. Right? I don't know. Eek. Okay, so let's get into this. Oh my God. Be quiet. We're going to get into this. Just waiting for commercials. Okay, here we go. Look at all the new people. Hey, welcome here. No, I'm not a man. Yes, I've had surgery on my throat. They stretched one of the ligaments in my throat. I'll take this voice over cancer any day. So, thank you. I don't know how many times you got to go over that, but I guess I'd rather have this voice than a pipsqueak voice like Chip Skip has. You know Chip Skip has a little girly voice. You know he does. And what man has the day off work to be in here insulting women? So it's probably a woman coming from we already know the drama community. Thinks they can hurt my feelings. It's probably some scrawny little guy that lost his channel. And he's just a whiny bitch about it. All right, let me get this stretched out. There we go. It could be, hey, if it's Chantal, I'll read you for filth. But I think she's supposed to be doing a whole change. But maybe she's just going to be evil in the background. Nobody knows. I don't know why someone's gender matters. They think that would hurt my feelings. I'd rather be a guy with a dick, and I wouldn't have to wear makeup and have to have, I would much rather be a guy, be honest with you. I really would. I've always said that. Dang. Chip don't have to carry a baby and push one out. Chip, listen, if men did, honest to God, and we ain't talking transgender males. We're talking biological males with no uterus. If they had to do that, there would be a lot less kids in the world. Would there not? Would there not? They can't handle the common cold. That's how we know we're a stronger species. We're a stronger gender, and we are a different species from the man. Oh, yes, the population will be way less. Okay, so here we go, guys. Are we ready for this? Yes, I do stop it and give commentary. If you don't like that I stop it to give commentary and make it transitional, right? And this is entertainment. We don't attack people that we review, right? If you don't like me stopping, go right on over to Foodie Beauty's channel and watch it without interruption. Maybe 30 or 40 commercials, but at least you won't have anybody stopping it with commentary. There you go. This isn't my job. This is my hobby. I enjoy it. And yeah, I make a little bit of money off doing this. So does the news channels. Actually, news reporters make way more than I make. Assholes. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? Volume on. There would be 18 years of maternity leave, right? Right?
Hold on, my internet.
She's just waiting for people to show up.
First person I blocked, yay.
Well, you did open chat. You're the one that did open chat. And then now you're going to already start. So, the glow up is killing me. First of all, let's talk about when people turn their life over to Allah or God. They're the same, by the way, Chantal. But let's talk about when people turn their life over to Allah. Usually, it's a life-changing event, especially if you've had the problems and the personality of Chantal, right? Like when a prisoner they commit a heinous crime and they find out they are now in prison. They got nothing but time. And they have to do some self-reflection, right? And many of them will turn to religion. Because if you can't trust yourself, you have to trust somebody else. So, most people don't do it this way. And I'm going to tell you why. Can't wait to watch you drink that tea.
Oh.
You should get one of them really long straws or a hose. You know, like the ones you have in the bathroom. Go get tubing. Go get some aquarium tubing and pour your tea into one, like a bubba. Like a bubba. All right. Put the tubing in there and run it up under. But she'll have time to figure this out because literally she just put this on and went live 3 hours after being in the mall and going to the movie theater. Okay? So we got to keep that in mind. She's new to this.
I didn't see you guys. I think I'm delayed. Hi, Clara, Mystical, Mark, Love Girl, Sunshine, Piss and Vinegar Pink, Mimi, okay, Monica. Hi, everybody. Capri, Gemini, Lucy. All right, Tracy. This is an open chat because I did promise I was going to do a reaction and...
I got a question on this side of her face. It looks swollen. More than this side. So you got this eye. This eye, the side of the eye, looks more swollen. I noticed that because you see, or she just did her makeup uneven. But this side looks a little more swollen, even by the corner of the eye. I'm just saying. There's speculations out there, but go ahead.
I'm going to sort of do a reaction, okay? But, I know this is going to sound crazy, but a lot has changed in the last few hours. And not just few hours, but...
No, it stays like that. It's not a filter distortion. Even when she's talking, this side is puffy. Right here. All this is puffy. No matter which way she moves her face. I don't know, it could be sodium. I'm not saying she's been backhanded or anything. I'm not saying that. I mean, we know she's problematic. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the sodium, perhaps.
Hi, guys. Okay, so you can be surprised by how I look, but just be respectful.
You can't tell your audience what to do. You can't. You wore this in the car like a week ago in your vlog. Why would we be surprised you're wearing a niqab? Why would we be surprised? You know what's weird? Let me show you what's weird. Where is it? Right here. A niqab. Did you guys know that the niqab Since the 2000s, the niqab has attracted significant controversy in the Western world, being perceived as a visible sign of growing Salafist extremism and a rejection of Western society. That's frightening. Culturally, in the modern world, the face veil has been considered by some to be a custom imported from Najd, the Saudi region, and the power base of its Salafi fundamentalist form of Islam, which is extremist. It is regarded warily by Sunni and non-Sunni Muslims as a symbol of encroaching fundamentalism, and mostly it is worn in Saudi Arabia. Just letting you know, Chantal, it's not a costume. It has attachments. And some people are saying that, Trailer Park. So, let's move on, shall we?
And you can stay, is all I ask. So,
Now, mind you, she kept an open chat.
I have a cold sore. Don't ask, I have a cold sore. Okay, still have a sense of humor.
Some people are saying she lost a tooth. Some saying she has an abscessed tooth. Some people are saying she has herpes on her lip. Some people are saying she's been backhanded. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I am never going to question if somebody is converting. I'm never going to question it. It is not up to me. I'm sure there'll be repercussions if you make a mockery out of Allah or whatever, because it is taken very seriously, unlike Christianity. So if she's converting, that is completely up to her. I will not question it. I am not a hater. I would rather see her convert and learn Islamic religion, the Quran, than I would want to see her in a bra, high off her ass, for sure. I'm more thankful that there will be no more mukbangs.
Hey, Lime Jello. Yes, everyone gets a high. Morgan! You guys know I'll get to everything, all right? I have my Nescafe. So.
Yes, Mikitan, it would not work out well for her. Yes, and I know there's a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of work involved, and hopefully she puts in the time and the effort and she's serious. She may be looking for an identity. A lot of people do, and maybe she's found it in Kuwait with Salah. I'm not here to question that.
You guys know that
I have other things I'm going to question.
And wheelchairs are 50% off. Nose ring. They're for aliens. Hi, guys.
Did you also know? Do you guys remember that? Hold on. Let me read this part too. You're going to love this. This is another nugget about the niqab. Okay, so it has also caused a societal clash in Egypt in the 1990s, when the niqab was increasingly worn by Egyptian women who imported the custom, having returned from work in the Arabian Peninsula. Who's from Egypt? Not her. I don't even have an argument taking care of business. Shelly, the problem I have with your argument about Foodie Beauty being better off converting than dancing around in her bra is that Chantal could have fixed herself without going full-blown. Absolutely taking care of business, but have you ever known her not to be extreme for YouTube? Have you? This is part of my problem. I will get there. Relax. I would absolutely be fearful too, Freedom Deep, being in a Muslim country and being so transparent. Absolutely. And being on social media. Absolutely.
No one believes I'm married? Oh, well, that's okay. All right, now, so here's the thing. Went in the Walmart. Hey, crisscross, bussy. Lady, I'll just say hi to you guys for a minute. Hello.
I love how she did an open chat, but she didn't put it in the title. She didn't put open chat. So a lot of people had no idea until she started the live.
Ma.
Oh, I know. Get the premium, they say. Get premium.
Aisha, do you have a zit? Okay. Oh, sorry. So, hi, Rochelle. Thank you, Sadie.
Yes, every time she goes from one extreme to another. We've seen it forever on her channel, right? She's gonna go on a diet. She'll try keto, right? She doesn't just cut her calories, knowing she has an addiction issue, right? So she sets herself up for failure constantly, right? Yes, we're gonna go over what she said in the past about wearing the hijab because she needs content. We can go over that. It's on Gary Unfiltered. He covered it last night in her own words with Pete's. So, yeah. But she's in Kuwait right now. So she's stepped up her game. And I got questions.
Okay. Am I going home soon? Not really.
She has to go home end of January because her tourist visa is up. Now, I don't know the time limit between... that's really weird. Looks like her eyes are doing the rocket eyes. This one's going this way, this one's going... Who are you looking at? Anyway, I don't know what the time frame is where you can just turn around and go back. Because you can apply for another tourist visa as soon as you get home and be approved for another 3 months. So I don't know. Well, is wait to be seen.
I expected all these comments, ISIS, everything.
ISIS? Who would say that? That's frightening.
All right. Hi, Faith. Let me explain. So I'm doing a different kind of reaction. I'm reacting to myself. Actually, I was going to react to somebody... there was a woman I was going to react to. I don't know her. I shouldn't give her attention.
Is it me? No, I doubt it.
And I shouldn't give any negativity attention. I was...
Yeah, and you're right. In Canada, she can only be gone for 6-month intervals, right? Of the year. 6 months out of the year. So if she went back for another 3 months, she wouldn't go back. She wouldn't. That's why it'll be the new year. Smart move, Chantal. It'll be January. So that's a whole new 6 months.
So I'm going to talk a bit about my spiritual journey. I was going to react to a woman or the people.
But see, this is where I got a problem starting right out of the gate. Why would you react to anyone if you're working on your personal journey with Allah?
Who were saying to me basically...
Why are we doing drama? Why are we doing drama? I don't care that you're a YouTuber. But your goal at this point would be to convince your audience. And that's where we got a problem.
Hi, guys. Anyone else unsubbing afterwards? I hope some of you stay. All right.
No, you can show your bare hands and your face, actually. Those are the two things you can show.
I was going to react to a woman, basically, who doesn't know me, and basically just asserted so comfortably the fact that, and this was on Yo Mama's stream.
Wasn't me then. I don't watch Yo Mama. He literally did what Gorlick Bread did. He went from the Madden community to the girl verse. So, no. I just find it weird when men do that. And I know it's just for views and subs.
I have not made any changes.
And usually they'll become the devil's advocate and they want to go against everyone to create drama and fighting. And that's not what the reaction channel's about. That's not what reaction channels are about. They take the content and they try to figure out what's true, what's not true, but you said this, now why are you saying this? It's supposed to be an intellectual type, but I've noticed it's becoming more drama and hatred and going after each other. In fact, the drama community's dwindling, so now they're showing up over here and they're trying to make it about fights and threats, and it's sad. It's sad, but I don't even get in the pool with that mentality. I will not get in a fight with someone. I will not even play the game. Because that's not what this is about.
So, people think I'm still the same old me, okay? So...
Chantal, you literally just went off on FFG 2 days ago. Why are we so timeless with you? Just forget what I've done in the past and forget what I've done just 48 hours ago. Forget that I went on Natter's live stream and cussed out Dee Dee for stealing my man while I'm married in Kuwait. Like, you've got to give it more time, Chantal. More time.
So, she likes to hide. Part of that is true, yes. So I'll get to that.
You don't like to hide. You love your filters. You love your face. Stop it.
After this, I might do some open chats, but I'm going to be keeping it members because it's not fair to my members. And
what's not fair to your members, you never mailed them the postcards that you promised. Not about the chat. What do you mean it's not fair to your members? Oh, Salah's in there. Oh, he ain't saying anything yet.
I really like to have those intimate chats.
No, you just don't like people questioning you.
I am on a spiritual journey of change.
That's good. You should be.
And I've decided, I did experiment with the niqab. I've decided to take that leap and become full-time, wear niqab full-time. So I thought I would tell you a bit about those changes, like where this came from.
Yes. Please do. Please do.
I can answer your questions after I talk. Flop era. Trisha Paytas. Well, here's the thing, guys. Of course, it's going to seem insincere. I'm not.
But you don't really care. I can't even imagine you going home to Canada and doing this. I can't because it's going to be odd for us.
I wasn't raised traditional Muslim. I'm, Canadian, and I started as...
There's many Western... There is so many people that were not raised Muslim that are Muslim Christians. There are so many. So you don't have to be raised Muslim to believe in Allah and the Quran. That's why it's secular when it comes to religion. So that doesn't even matter. Why are you doing it personally?
Pretty much like at one point I was like atheist. I didn't believe in God.
That's problemsome. That's really problemsome.
I just didn't care about...
the tally girl, there's many people that are very upset about this. And there's so many Muslim women that are so upset about this. So there's that.
Myself, I didn't care about anything other than feeding my addictions. So, which I still struggle with, just that mindset and everything. And then you guys know I was going through absolute...
Because you ate a full-on mukbang 3 hours before you did this at the movie theater.
Just hell, just living hell. Like, my life was hell on earth.
That's because you choose to be controversial. You choose to do things no one else would do, which is why you have so many reaction channels. For real, like Trisha Paytas. All the things Trisha Paytas has done in her life, do you think that it will be forgiven because she gave birth. Now, all of a sudden, all the things she did on YouTube in the past are going to be forgotten. It's going to take time. Just like you. She was problematic. You were problematic. So you can't expect people who have lived a life where you have shocked the shit out of most of us, and you've needed people to give you the attention of, oh my God, why would we think that you're not doing this now? And I'll tell you why I may question your motives.
And then I went to Cuba, and it was still hell.
And got drunk because you had done something problematic the day before you went to Cuba. Yeah. And you told all of us, instead of in a quiet revelance, you spilled it all over the YouTubes. And then you got drunk and dragged everybody from eyeballs to assholes. So yeah, Cuba, very problematic.
But in Cuba, what helped me cope with all of those like raw emotions, and I know people like to blame me.
All right, let's not worry about what everyone else thinks, because then you go into defense mode, which makes us feel like and think that you're not doing this for the right reasons, because you are always trying to do something the day after you do something bad. Like, you went on a rager, made you look really bad, so it undid all the good things you were trying to do in Kuwait, and you undid them in one night of doing a reaction channel and showing your ass, right? Which made everybody believe it was bullshit. You did the same thing in Cuba. So you're gonna tell me you found God in Cuba, but the night before you left, you got drunk and went on a straight up devil rant. Okay.
For like to villainize me from
Oh, the victim.
Cuba rage. And you know what? At the time I was a villain. I absolutely was.
48 hours ago.
I
Flop Arrow goes, this is humiliating. Flop Arrow always in trolling the members chat. I'm inclined to believe this new look is directly related to FFG roasting her. Possibly. Don't know.
oh, just a few months ago
Could be content. She ran out of content.
said religious people freak me out. I know. And I think when you find God is in the time of your life when you least expect to, honestly.
Here's my one question. Why didn't you just go behind a black screen and just do your converting silently? Why didn't you go behind a black screen? That's a question I have, if you're serious.
So your comments are making me laugh. So I have been going through a lot of internal changes, actually, and I would say it started
Exactly, Sherry.
slowly started finding God in Cuba. It helped.
Started finding God in Cuba. You don't start to find God, right? You may have had a really bad night. You were crying in your motel room. You couldn't sleep. And you said, God, please give me peace. And then you had a little bit of peace. And you just wanted some sleep that night. But what happened after that? The night before you left, you got drunk. You went on a rage. You came home. You got worse. You spiraled. Is it because you prayed to God for something and he gave it to you, and then you turned around and did the complete opposite? So maybe your life got worse because he was there for you when you needed him, but then you abandoned him? Is that what happened maybe? I'm just trying to think about this on a spiritual level and how you say you kind of found God.
Helped me deal with a lot of that. So with my Cuba rage, I was drinking too much alcohol. I was allowing,
Of course, she's doing it for shock. We know that, secret manager. I'm trying to put it in a more intelligent way instead of an insulting way because she doesn't respond to that. I am questioning why you threw on the niqab 3 hours after making a couples channel vlog, going to the movie theater, eating food, hanging out at the mall, and then you came home and you put this on, which you had on last week, by the way. And then, why did you even have to go on camera? I mean, you know you're not going to prove this to anyone. You only need to prove it to yourself. So why would you go on here so everybody would talk about you at the end of the year, the best time for ads? And then what's going to happen when you get home and you take it off? And what are you going to say? What? I mean, do you think you can keep recovering from this stuff without having spiritual, real consequences? Like you played with a Ouija board? Why would any man marry a woman that played with a Ouija board? I don't understand any of this stuff.
someone to abuse me and treat my body like trash.
And why are we talking about Nader? When you know that the niqab in Egypt is, they find that to be, what did I say? I'll say it again. So we're bringing up Nader. He's from Egypt. Correct? Correct. So it's caused a societal clash in Egypt in the 1990s when the niqab was increasingly worn by Egyptian women who imported the custom having returned from work in the Arabian Peninsula. So the niqab is mostly known for, let's just say, extremists of Saudi Arabia. So there's that. I had to look this stuff up.
And
So this would be a slap in an Egyptian's face or a message. I'm not sure.
so I have to take accountability for that, you know, and I am really sorry for...
Oh, look how she put a commercial in there. Ah, that's brilliant. That is brilliant, Chantal. You put a commercial right when you were going to apologize for something. Love it.
for anyone I hurt during that time of my life.
Okay, keep that in mind. She's apologizing for anyone she hurt in that time of her life, which I feel like is directed at Nader. This apology, I feel like, because she mentioned that, but she could be saying this to the members she lost. There's always a nugget with this one. I think you should have made a list of all the people you hurt. It would have been more sincere instead of making everybody guess if it was Nader and Didi or your members you lost because your paycheck's low. I think it would have been a little more effective had you made a list and actually did the research of the people you actually hurt. But I think you're about to double down or back. I think you're about to almost take this away in a minute.
It doesn't begin to do anything, but that was what started it. Ramadan
Started what? The lower paycheck or the new content?
March 22nd.
I thought it was April 2nd in Kuwait. Didn't I look up Ramadan in Kuwait? It's April 2nd. How do you even get that wrong? Let's see. Ramadan in Kuwait 2023. It could be, though, because I might have looked up 2022. Oh, March 23rd. Thursday, March 23rd. Because I think before I looked up 2022 and it was April. Yeah, it will fall on Thursday, March 23rd, followed by the Eid el-Fitr Festival on Friday, April 21st. Okay, so a week later. It ends April 20th, begins Wednesday evening. You can only eat from sunset to sunrise. So there's that. All right.
And I hope to be here for that.
Well, isn't that some of the, yeah. You know how hot it is then? Good luck to you.
I have to go home first, but that's neither here nor there.
You got to take medication, so you're not going to be able to fast, Chantal. Because you have to drink water to take your medication. Medications require that you have food in your stomach, so you're just not going to be able to do it anyway.
Now, here's the thing. This is new for me. When I say I was in between religions, I was raised Catholic. I was baptized.
We were all baptized. The truth is when you get to a certain age, like I was 13, and I went through all the studies because I was baptized Protestant, and I grew to know the Methodist religion. And so I chose at 13 to go through all the work, all the classes, and then be baptized. So anything where you weren't an age to make a decision is literally your parents just baptizing you.
I did my communion. I still have a picture of my crimped hair and my little white dress from Sears or JCPenney.
This is her trying to sell you on her faith of some sort.
And I had those gloves, my communion white lacy gloves. Hi, Ganja Granny.
We'll get into it.
Thank you, Maddie. Hexy. Will I be getting a minivan? Yeah, Monica.
Yeah, and from that point on, I went to every church event every Sunday. I was part of the youth group, everything you can imagine.
So here's the thing. Oh, really, do?
But that was my walk with God. It wasn't for anyone else. I did not do it for anyone else but me.
So Allah would not want me to wear a niqab or it just rage at people. You know, it's something.
Or gossip.
I still struggle with my anger, letting other people affect my energy.
Then maybe you should not wear any of the attire until you can represent the Islam religion. Maybe, just maybe, if you wouldn't have put the cart in front of the horse. You see what I'm saying? But she does this all the time. So you can't always think it's nefarious. You almost feel like she thinks, now I believe this because she's an addict. She had to go to Kuwait to quit drinking and quit doing marijuana. That would not surprise me. It really would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me that she's one of those people that if I want it bad enough, it will happen. That isn't how it works, Chantal. There is so much pain and so much inner conflict when you're changing your whole self. You can't just put on the costume. Like you can't put on a Wonder Woman costume and go out the fucking door and jump off your roof and you're gonna fly just because you're wearing the costume. It doesn't work that way. You will break your bones. So when you mess around with a religion that is so powerful, so sacred to Muslims, their religion is not to be taken lightly. So all I'm saying is, I got a problem with you coming on screen on a channel that has literally been deemed problematic, disgusting, unapologetic, I'm sorry. I feel like you should wipe this channel out. I'm sorry. Wipe it out. Wipe it out. Get rid of it. It is always going to haunt you. I mean, that's step one. It's going to be painful. But if you're really serious, I think we would see a black screen or this channel would be gone so you can go forward. Just saying. Other than that, it looks like all the old content on this channel, everything you do is for attention.
And when I got dressed, I was gonna go live. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not going, hi, Breezeth. Yeah.
Why do you always stop in the middle of an important statement and change directions? You said you weren't gonna adjust the chat till you got your story out. And you stopped right when it was important. So you were getting dressed into this and decided you were gonna go live, but you didn't, and then you stopped.
No, I don't, you don't need to cover your face.
No. No.
Here's the reason I'm doing it. Like, so technically, there are a lot of women who choose, so the Quran says to...
She hasn't read the Quran. You know where she's learning this? Instagram. Can you believe this? Oh my God, I'm gonna settle down.
You know, Allah's request is to dress modestly.
That's right. And it does not include the niqab. It says dress modestly. In other words, the old shit you used to wear, that was problematic.
But it doesn't say anything about the niqab.
Yes, she tells you she learned this from everything she's learned. Someone said, have you read the Quran? She said, no, I've been on Instagram.
But dressing modestly is really up to the woman, what she wants to do. Zoe,
Correct, Jarella. She has not spoke to a imam, and she has not read the Quran.
Yeah, I was absolutely 100% honest with you guys about what the drugs I did.
Here we go, defense mode. People are bringing up the drugs she did. This is why this channel needs to be gone, Foodie Beauty. You need to remove this name, Foodie Beauty. Get rid of this channel. Because if you're looking for people to look at you and oh, I can't, never mind.
Back then, I told you my whole journey. I was truthful about that. I will stick by that.
Until you go home and change your mind.
Hi, sweet vintage self.
And that's what we all think. So don't come for us because of all of your past. Usually past behavior is indicative of future behavior.
I have nothing to hide. I went live and admitted to you guys when I was addicted, right?
No, you actually lied to everyone when you were doing the devil's snow and called everybody crazy and haters until the day you decided that you were going to tell the truth. You've done that with everything, with Nodder, everything. You made everybody believe he was the greatest guy. He was so sweet, so fun, so hot. And then all of a sudden, he's on camera. You're promoting him, boosting him. Then he started getting attention from your haters. And then all of a sudden, he was problematic. He was abusive. Let's go file a report on him. And then you came back and retracted the report from the police station and then told everybody he never abused you because you wanted him back. So yeah, we get a lot of issues with the things you do out of nowhere, being the truth or not. And yes, you were not honest about the drugs you were doing because everybody was accusing you of it, right? And you kept saying, you know, slander, haters, da, 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 da. And then finally one day you go, okay, you guys, I have to admit something. And then you went viral for the whole night. You know what's really scary? Woo. This is really scary. The other shit, that was your choice. But this, please don't make a mockery of this.
To snow or the bad stuff. Hi, babe. No, you don't have to. It's a choice. Now, for me, I don't want to share my face with anyone.
Your face is all over the internet, Are you kidding me? It was on the internet yesterday. Your whole couples channel. We can look at your face anytime we want. Anytime we want. So this makes no sense.
I want to hide my face. For me, my face and my smile are one of the most special things about me.
What? 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 Says who? Says the rule is what men will be attracted to. So in your mind, that's what men are attracted to when it comes to you? Is your smile? What? Oh my God. You know what? Just do this. Do this. Just create a black screen. Just go behind a black screen. It's effective. Yaba does great being behind a black screen with an avatar. So does FFG Girl. Why do you have to do this?
And I feel like I just want to share it with my husband and my family. So Bae, my mom, my sister.
Buckle up, Pete. Buckle up. The ninja's coming home. She ain't gonna dress like this in front of Pete either. Pete, listen, Pete, you're a social justice warrior. And if she comes home and allows you to live there, and she ain't walking around the house covered all the time, you better spill it, or you are a fake. You will be a fake. And you will lose all credibility, Pete.
People who are close to me. Are pet skunks legal to own in Kuwait? I don't know. So
she already stays up all night, Sherry. So she would have no problem eating all night and sleeping all day. That wouldn't even be a problem for her. The problem is that, or drinking even. The problem is, well, I guess she could take her medication in the middle of the night. Very true. Because when she's eating and drinking, she could take her medication. Oh, hell, snap. Thank you, Sherry. There is no excuse now. You got to do Ramadan. 12-hour fastings.
Yeah. I know you guys don't understand because you come from a very different, like if I was reacting to myself, if I was myself, like even just a month, 2 months ago, or like
48 hours, no, 3 hours before you did this?
3 months ago, I should say. Reacting to myself now, thanks. So I would be like, what is this person on? So I get it.
That isn't what we're saying. That's not what we're saying at all. If you would have went to Kuwait, listen, you started wearing the hijab in Canada. We all were like, okay, she's dating a Muslim man. Maybe she wants to find herself. The problem is, since you got to Kuwait, you have been raging in people's chats. You have been putting people down. You've been going after people. So, you don't fit what you're saying. It isn't, no, it's not about what are you on. It's about you making this look like a mockery. That's it. If you would have went over there and stayed true to what you said you're doing and did it silently and kept ignoring the reaction channels, they would have moved on. You don't want any of that. God. If you talk to us like we're stupid one more time.
Yeah, so I'm not mocking religion. I've been struggling when I was saying in between religions because, like I said, I was confirmed Catholic.
Well, these aren't costumes. They're put on for a reason when you start converting and you start reading. You're with an imam or ma'am, and what do you call it? Imam, an imam. When you go and consult with one and you start converting, then you are going to absorb the entire experience. You don't put the clothes on first and decide if it fits. What you want to do. The life you want. I don't know. If I like the clothes, then maybe I'll convert. See, that's ignorant. That's what a 16-year-old does. Not a grown-up. who's going through mental problems, going through bad decisions. That's not what they do. They drop to their knees to somebody that can guide them. You're just guiding yourself. And you think this is cute on Instagram. I just can't.
And then I went into like an atheist.
She don't even care if Islamic Muslim women say you're making a mockery out of our hijabs and our abayas. She don't even care. That's the worst part. Mrs. Amina has been telling her, and she don't care.
Phase of my life where I just didn't believe in God. Rosie O'Kelly. I don't know the drama, but I have sure enjoyed the videos on Kuwait. After living in China 5 years, I know it has challenges. Stay safe. Oh my gosh, Rosie. Rosie O'Kelly, you guys.
Question. Rosie O'Kelly's a big YouTuber. She is a trans. And she walks around with very little clothing on. That was interesting. Since Salah made somebody change, oh, is he gonna make Rosie change her picture? Like he did that other woman. We'll see what Salah has to say about a bikini top. Like, who was it that had to change their profile pic? I wonder if they're gonna have a problem with this. Let's see if Salah says hi to her and you need to change your pic.
Is an amazing vlogger, so yes,
We'll wait for it.
Out Rosie. I've watched her videos for so long. And
Hey Salah, are you watching Rosie's videos? Rosie, you trolling her? Are you trolling Salah to see if this is for real?
and she does a lot of awesome content. So
In a bikini. In a bikini. I love Rosie too. But remember what Salah did to the person that had Pamela Anderson's picture as an avatar, as a member. He told her that she would be blocked if she didn't change her avatar. Fupa Princess, thank you. Hey, Fupa Princess. Let's see what happens.
I love your chooching. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, I forgot you lived in China. I would love to hear some stories about that, more of them. Flop era.
Oh, it looks like Salah's not in the chat, apparently.
Thanks for the super chat.
He blocked someone for saying underwear, yet Aunt Phyllis got to talk about sex. That was cute.
Thanks, Fernanda.
See, that's what I got a problem with. It's either all or nothing. It's not, rules for thee, but not for me. Rules for you, but not for her. I don't like that stuff. That's wishy-washy shit. Austin's calling it out. Telling her to cover up because it's unmodest. Let's see how this plays out. I'll leave the chat over here for you. I think it's about to get interesting.
Okay, why do I morph with whoever I'm with? Okay, so here's the deal with that.
Yes, you do. You do morph with whoever you're with. But unfortunately, you won't get an answer, guys. Sorry.
Luann, deleting all your old videos with your face showing. No, not necessarily.
You should, because you're defeating the purpose of showing your face. And as I said, she'll never answer that question.
Because, okay, ready, set, rebase. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not,
Where'd Salah go in the chat? Austin's the only one saying, Rosie, your big boobs are unmodest. Please cover up. Where's Salah?
ashamed of my past. Like,
I mean, $20 super chat. Maybe he just went to get a drink of water or he's doing something else at the moment and he missed it. But hopefully it stays pinned for a while.
I'm ashamed of some things I've done, but not to the degree where I'm going to hate myself and beat myself up over it, because I came from a very different environment, right?
That is word salad. In other words, I'm not going to delete this channel or any of the videos showing my full face because what? Word salad.
So I think there's a little more leniency with converts, because it's a learning process. There's so much to learn. Hi, Julie.
This is what she does. She reads the chat and does her low BMI voice when she doesn't really want to answer a question.
No, I didn't abandon my cats. I'm going home to them. Can I still go dumpster diving?
Yep, no Sala. So as soon as that super chat disappears from up there, or, you know, from Rosie, he'll probably be back.
I'm calling 911. I am in the process, of converting. Well,
Really? And then she goes, well, did you see how her eyes do this? They go in two different directions when I pause. Listen, she's possessed. It's from that Ouija board.
yes. So,
You know, when you say this, you get this, right? You have just said you're converting. Control detective, can you make sure you clip that? Make sure you clip this. She is converting, people, and I'm not against it. I am not against converting. If people gotta, go the backwards way, right? Like not earn the clothing, wear the clothing, and earn the conversion afterwards, whatever. But now you're gonna be held to this. You will be held to this. And what's the upswing, people? The whoa. We gotta do the whoa. The upswing is no more mukbangs. The whoa, catch it? There's the whoa. There is our gift. No more mukbangs. No more watching her eat. Right on. No more. She built her channel on mukbangs. Hello. There goes her feeder money. Key. Now remember, she said, oh, let's play it back. She's converting. Let's play it back. See, we win. There's times we win, people. Here we go.
So I think there's a little more leniency with converts because it's a learning process. There's so much to learn.
And get it off the Quran. Get it from the Quran, not off the Instagrams, please. And make sure you get an appointment to sit down, even in your own country. There are mosques. You can continue studying in Canada. Just saying. And we're going to be waiting for it.
Hi, John.
Because you could have converted in quiet. Yeah, she's going to go down on her own terms.
No, I didn't abandon my cats. I'm going home to them.
Okay, here we go.
Can I still go dumpster diving?
Here we go, people. Did you convert?
I'm calling 911. I am in the process, of converting. Well,
Boom! Boom!
yes.
Yes. She said yes twice.
So, it's Chantal's where we are, Dark Queen.
Someone's reminding her of when she dumpster dived and got all those Rolos, those chocolate Rolos. Blech.
Do I support LGBT? Yeah, I still support everybody. I think that everybody, I believe in like love for everybody. If you if you don't agree with the way someone lives their life, they still have the freedom to live it, and
they're asking her if she supports the LGBTQ plus community still.
The right to.
I don't know what the Quran says about it. I just don't know. None of my business.
And they still have a right to love and peace.
And if you notice, she's out of breath. She's very nervous, or something upset her before she went live. I don't know what. I don't know if. But I've just noticed she's very nervous. She's got that nervous breath. And it hasn't stopped yet after 13 minutes. It could be because she has an open chat. It could be because she needs her puffer. I don't know.
No matter who you are, you know? She's gonna
Well,
just,
we know that, but you're converting to a whole new religion you know nothing about, yet you're going to sit here and answer questions based on you and not who you're trying to become. See, we look for the nuggets. We're a little bit more intellectual than this, word salad shit.
just because I'm aware she's gonna be against gay, we respect everybody. Exactly. Not everyone.
So we already know how Kuwait feels about homosexuals. So it's not a good thing. So that's why they're asking. I played a news clip of a wife, and one of them's locked up in Kuwait. And it isn't anything she did, by the way.
Everyone thinks the same, you know?
Now, you can actually see her lips. You can actually see her lips in the bottom of her nose, so it's sheer. I mean, I could see her dang lips. Watch when she talks.
I'm gonna wear this in Canada. If you want to cover your entire body, it's your personal choice. You're in my thoughts, Beezer. Thanks, Missy Moo.
Then she pulls it away when she starts sucking it in with her breath. And let's keep going on.
I appreciate it. Another thing your mama said that really I wanted to react to. I didn't want to do a mean reaction.
Why are you even... See, this is where I have a problem with you. Your mind always goes back to drama. Drama. Who cares about reaction channels? Who cares about them? We're all just opinionated people. And you just said everyone's entitled to their own opinions. And now you're going to backtrack because you're so defensive. If you are true blue to who you are, there is absolutely no need for defense.
I don't think I was even that mean to FFG in my reaction.
Here we go. Remember when she apologized to everybody she might have hurt or offended or was mean to? Here she is backtracking. She wants you to know. She wants you to make sure you know that FFG is not part of that apology. So there's that.
But, compared to her, but,
Wow. You had to say it, didn't you? This is why we don't think you've changed. Who sits in a niqab and a hijab and an abaya and continues to do this? Oh, look who came back. Because that's, oh no, the super chat's still there. Salah. He's back. His super chat's still sitting up there. Boobs in your face. Ain't that something? Poor Fupa Princess had to change her avatar. But he ain't saying a word, is he?
the one thing I struggle with is being nice to people, or at least not being mean back. That's one thing that's going to be such a challenge for me.
That's sad. That's sad that, I mean, and you're not even like, listen, we know you're not an intellect. You're not able to debate. You're not able to have a constructive criticism, period. We get that. You always just revert back to your teenage mentality of, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me, or I'm going to slander you, and I'm going to make fun of your looks. I'm going to put you down. I'm going to find something about you that I can punch you in the face with so you leave me alone. We know you do that. How are you going to refrain from that? How are you going to change to a peaceful Islamic religion, which is based on cleanliness and peace? How are you going to do that? Why not go Buddhism or Christianity or why Islam? Why? Because you're in Kuwait? You know, like when in Rome kind of stuff? I don't understand. I mean, I wish you would explain why Islam. That probably would make people that are Islam and live by the Quran a little bit more comfortable.
Salah's helping me with this, actually. But
Really? Because I have heard Salah call people names, and can't wait to meet face to face with Nader. So how's he helping you? And why can't you do anything on your own? So if this whole thing splits up, what are you going to do? Revert back to your old self? What are you going to do? You going to keep going forward with Islam? I don't understand any of this.
But it's not his choice. He doesn't.
He's the one that you said you started wearing the hijab for when you were in Canada. So what do you mean? Can you tell the truth just one day? God, their member berries are out there. They've played it on a loop that you said you doing this for your man is fine with you. Then you got in the car. You know what? We're going to have to bring up the member berries. Gosh, why? Here we go. We're going to bring up the member berries. Hold on. I just can't with this crazy stuff. All right, we'll go to, we can go to part 1 because I know, well, we'll go to part 2 because he put it all together. Hold on. Okay. He put it all together. And he's going to react to it. I'm going to have to tag him in this. If you're not subscribed to Gary Unfiltered, please do. But this was last night. Here we go.
How did he survive without me? How did he live on his own for 2 years without me?
How can I live without you?
Adapt to your culture. I'm sure, like, he would if he was there, but he can still keep his beliefs. This is my personal choice, guys. This is not about Salah. It's like you guys.
Yes, it is about Salah. Stop it. Okay, so we're going to go where he puts the clip in. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Everybody lean in. Lean in.
What is annoying?
Yeah, ma'am, you need to stop. Let's go. Let's just go expose you again real quick. With your own videos, with your own words. Let's just expose you now. So here's the first one we will go to. This is credit to @GirlWorldPod on Twitter.
I'm probably gonna start wearing hijabs.
Okay.
I know, I wish I had Bisto.
Why?
I'm going to start wearing hijabs.
Where's potatoes in? Bisto?
No, why hijabs?
Because they cover you pretty well.
Because they cover you pretty well.
Just because they cover you pretty well. That's all. That's the only reason.
Like I like having my head covered if I don't have my wigs on.
She likes having her head covered when she's not wearing a wig. That's why. Not because she changed. Well, she changed her wig to a hijab, basically. That's it. That's all it changed.
I don't know. And a hijab is like not a full body thing.
Well, I know that. I know that it's just a head scarf.
So,
Watch this. It's not over.
you think I should only wear it if I'm Islamic?
Do you think I should only wear it if I'm Islamic?
Probably.
Pete said probably.
Yeah. Watch this.
Okay, I'm Islamic.
There you go. Right there in that video. Oh, she's Islamic. So
But she's not making a mockery out of... Okay.
nonchalant. So that one's done. So, ma'am, let's go on to the second one to where you kind of just telling yourself a little bit more. So let's do that. Do it. Do it. Let's put it all into it. Here we go and do it. Here we go.
Now, this is before she went to Kuwait.
Let's
I'm
do
a
it.
completely different person today than I was yesterday.
Because the day before, she had the hijab on.
Because
Now, this is in Canada, by the way.
She was completely different.
most people, when they go on camera, they put on an image. So that's what I was doing.
Wow.
This is when she wore the hijab and
Yes, Jarella, I am literally going to give you my opinion after Gary plays these clips. I am going to tell you what I think led up to this and where we're at today.
everything, the niqab and everything at that moment. And the following day she wasn't. And this is where she says she was putting on an image. That's all it was, an image.
But
Aren't you going to be grateful we don't have to ever watch her eat poutine again? Here's the one thing I'm in favor of. No more mukbangs. Keep that mouth covered. Ha ha ha.
an image I was trying out. Like, this is what my future would be.
Very true. Now you've committed. Oh boy.
It's an image, y'all. It's just an image.
And she also had said she decided it wasn't for her.
That's all it was. That's all it is. Actually, it's worse. It gets worse. Wait till the last video. I saved it for last on purpose.
I don't know. The bottom line is, I don't know what I want. I'm lost. I have a lot of work to do on myself.
Now that's a nugget. This is a nugget, what she's saying right now. And I'm going to use that to tell you what I'm thinking. And there's no hate here. This is more about mental illness.
I don't know what I want. I'm lost.
And it's from losing Nodder.
With life.
Bored with life.
Bored with life.
Come
I
on,
need
Cal.
content.
You need what, ma'am? What do you need?
Content.
I need content.
Yeah, you need content. She's doing it. You're doing it for what?
I need content.
You need content.
I need content.
That is sad, isn't it?
What I thought.
I need content.
This means you literally care about nothing but what you want. Ooh-wee, girl. Number one trait of a what? They have no empathy for others. Everything's about themselves. And they will come after you if you disagree. Just saying.
I need content.
I need content.
Should we play it one more time for those in the back?
I
Yes.
need content.
Let's do
She
it.
needs content. That's why.
I need content.
There you go.
That's it. She needs
I
content.
need content.
That's it. That's it. There you go. Here, let's see what else she says. Well, besides her smacking her lips. Now, if you want to go to the very last one, watch this. Busted, 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 and really bust yourself in this one, Foodie. Ready? Tell us more how you need the content.
By the way, I'm getting some hijabs.
This was back in August, if I'm not mistaken.
August. And then she admits, because she said she knew Salah a long time. She admits she met Salah in October. November 1st, she was in Kuwait.
I'm telling you, she's been planning this shit. Hello, Team Psych Ward.
Like, I seen Amy.
Hello, Corey Coconut.
His life journey before. She had like a.
So, here you
You
go.
think so, Aisha?
And she was watching Amy's life journey because we know her reality is the characters on YouTube. Trisha Paytas. Now we're learning Amy's life journey, which has no channel anymore, which means that channel is gone. So there's that.
By the way, I'm getting some hijabs. Like, I seen Amy's life journey before. She had like a. So I could wear my turban under the hijab and cover it. But you can get really nice ones, like nice purple ones.
Why haven't you got a purple one? I've been saying this forever. Why is it all black and brown, black and tan, black and brown, black and tan, black and brown, black and black? Why haven't you gotten any colors?
I don't want to have to worry about it slipping off. Like, I want to be a little more covered than just the.
Probably why Amy's channel's gone. Yeah, could be.
I don't know. I feel like I just want to be covered. Isn't that weird? I have a weird feeling like I want to be covered up.
And I'm not, listen, thank you, Soul Train. $5 on the super chat says sociopath. Maybe the reason she wanted to be covered is so people quit talking about her gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight. She wants to be able to eat and do whatever she wants. Thank you, Jamie Lynn. Without people's comments. That could be.
Sorry, I gotta react. I was dealing with something.
Miss Hull, are you all ready for your thing tomorrow?
Maybe her goal is to stop being reminded of the food she eats and how big she's getting because she wants to go, I don't know, the deep end of the pool of her food addiction. Or maybe she wants to lose a crazy amount of weight and shock everybody. I don't even know.
Shit.
But it ain't, we've learned it isn't about Islam.
Really don't. Yeah, I have turmeric. Why? For the pimple?
Oh, for the pimple.
No, Roddy Mom.
It's beeping the hell out of my ears. What are we doing
You
here?
got it because you wanted to make sure he had something in case you weren't vegan. Oh. You think so, Aisha? By the way, I'm getting some hijabs.
Who?
Like, I seen Amy's like
Hold
that.
on. I gotta take care of something real quick. Let me look.
No, Gary. Anyway, she said that she watched Amy's life journey and she wanted to get hijabs
I can't see what's happening. So
because she doesn't want to
Yeah.
wear the wigs anymore.
yeet.
I mean, before she had like a, so I could wear my turban under the hijab and cover it. But you can get really nice ones, like
Okay, now
purple ones.
got my
I just don't-
attention back because this is important that we gotta listen to. You ready?
You got it because you wanted to make sure you had something in case you weren't vegan.
Listen.
Oh. You think so, Aisha?
Aisha was in there in August, by the way.
By the
Yes,
way,
she got
I'm
it from
getting
Amy's Life
some
Journey.
Hijabs. Like, I seen Amy's Life Journey before. She had like a, so I could wear my turban under the hijab and
All from Amy's Life Journey. That's it.
cover it. But
That's where she got the whole arc, the whole idea from. That's it.
Well, and maybe because now we know Aisha was in her chat back in August, and Aisha came out of nowhere and has been very close to Salah and Chantal. So we don't know. We don't know that part. What happened to her? People said she left YouTube because Kiwi Farms was showing child neglect or child abuse or some shit. I don't even know. The chat's saying that, so I have no clue. I don't understand. I would have to go on the Kiwi Farms to find out. Don't really care. Well, in this, Black is definitely slimming, yes, but it definitely gives her. Now people were saying, your face is getting bigger. You got a lot of sodium retention, blah, blah, blah. Now we're covering our face. I don't know. Why don't you just go behind a black screen and just talk?
require me to wear niqab, so it's my choice. I want to hide my face. I want to hide most of my features from the general public.
Never scrub.
Well, you're faced all over the internet, so I guess you lose on that. If we want to go see your face, we'll go look at your old content.
I feel better. Not more secure, because I've always been a secure, confident person. I mean, you guys saw my old streams. I would literally turn on the camera no matter what state I was in. Thanks, Suami.
Yeah, but you've always been defensive. Just because you act like a lunatic on your channel, it's all a character. You always play characters, right? Whatever. I'll eat the most food to get the most views. I'm competing with Amber Lynn Reed. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to insult the United States. I'm going to go to Cuba. Watch me travel. I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. But here's what happened. You met Nader. He messed up your head. And we've seen the decline for the last year and a half. So I feel like a lot of this has to do with, I'm going to show Nader that there's a man out there that wants to marry me. I think this is a mental illness thing. I think this is a trauma to her head because she really believed that Nader was going to marry her, and she really fell in love with Nader. I still think this is spilling over. I do. I do. I mean, I'm sitting here going, things got crazy for the last 2 years. Even like right after Cuba, shit got nuts with you guys. And I feel like we're still seeing the aftermath. She's desperately reached out to Sala about what she went through with Nader, how she's having a hard time getting past Nader. I really do. And I think, and Nader always loved her eyes. Well, there's that. So my point is, I still think she is in some sort of revenge game mixed with, I've got to get over him and I don't know how, because we know she can't beat addictions. And I honestly believe that this is what this is all about. Not one video, not one live stream, except for the couples channel. But on this channel, she has not been able to get through one live at all without in some way poking at Nader. She did it in this one. She's done it in every one. Even the rice one, I'm going to make rice my way. She wants Nader. That's what it boils down to for me. End of. And if you could actually follow the path in her mind of what this is all about, you probably will still be insulted if you hold the Quran dear to your life, right? But I feel like Salah's more of a friend, and they just have a deal together. I don't believe the love she had for Nader at all has been extinguished. And that's just my personal belief, which to me would explain all of this. He made fun of her bald head. He told her she wasn't submissive enough. She even said before she left to Kuwait that she now knows all the things she did wrong with Nader. I mean, if you look at all of it and you're able to put it all together, it would actually connect all the dots.
Yeah.
If Nader said he wanted her back right now and he didn't want her wearing this, she wouldn't be wearing it. She'd be back home.
Yes, Mistress of Darkness. So there are a lot of women here who do wear the niqab, but there's a lot of women who don't. A lot of women who don't. And you know what? It's a choice. Like I said, I'm not doing this.
But you already know how the people of Egypt feel about the niqab, right? Because I've read it twice. I ain't reading it again. They look at it as when the women came back from working in basically Saudi Arabia, they brought it back to Egypt, and it was a clash, a societal clash. The women that wore this. Now, I don't know if you've dug into it that deep, or you just want to cover your face and show your eyes. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you look into the culture of it, it is a societal class with Egyptians, and Nader's an Egyptian.
I'm out of influence for anyone, and this is how I drink coffee with the niqab, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Get a straw, please. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and we know you've got stains all over your hijabs or your abayas, which to me is insulting.
I told Salah, I said, you know what? I want to hide my face.
He's like, okay, as long as I have to watch you eat, we're gold. And you're only hiding it on your channel. Because when you're with Salah, you get to take it all off. And you don't want Nader to see your face anymore. You know what I mean? It's some weird thing.
Thanks, Holly.
And we definitely know she wants attention. But if you haven't noticed, in all her live streams, there's always something that refers to Nader. So whose attention does she want?
Zoe, yeah. You go from exposing your gem to hiding everything, Grace. I know.
And the fact that she laughs about it, it's just more indicative, if you ask me.
I know. The CPAP, I don't have to wear this when I'm in the house.
Yes, she has dreams, but she calls them nightmares about Nads. She's already admitted it. She's been in his chat. There's so much.
When I'm with...
No, this ain't her true love. He's probably married man's nephew. She's probably just doing a transaction. And it was perfect because she could go over there and show that she can convert to a submissive woman. For Nader!
I can wear whatever I want. I have a whole tray of makeup that
Exactly.
only he'll get to enjoy, and I'm fine.
Nattern doesn't want a westernized woman. He wants a harem, not a haram, a harem. Yes, he likes to swing. She's already been a part of it, but she was problematic because she took things too far, being as jealous as she is, right? She took it too far. She went and filed a police report on him to try to stop him from moving to Montreal to live with Dee Dee. And it was too late. And she pulled out her last, attack, revenge, weapon. I'll keep you here because I'll file charges on you. I mean, come on, if you guys would just line all this up to her trying to get Natter back since 18 months ago, you think anything's changed? Overnight, she just changed her mind? Oh, please. Addiction doesn't work like that.
Fine with that, you know?
Yeah, and she kept driving to Montreal when looking through his windows.
I have my reasons.
I just wish she'd get some good therapy, truth.
I came here, so yeah, your mama said, like, you're basically in the response to that, like, and I agree with that. Nobody forced me to come here. Nobody forced me to come here to change. So
I have no problem with you being in Kuwait. I have no problem with you changing. I just want to believe it. If you don't want to show your face anymore, get rid of this channel and start fresh with your journey. It could be called Chantal's life journey. How about that?
So no, I'm not changing for anybody.
That's what some people are saying, Sassy Smurf.
Angelo, in the Quran, men are asked to dress modestly, and they do.
People have been questioning the swelling.
Covers, and they have the dish dasha, they have the hat, but some men do, some just like some women choose not to, you know. Take time to think about your life. Oh, I have. This is the thing, just because I know it's hard because I'm not online sharing my thoughts with you guys, my intimate personal thoughts anymore. I share them with myself and my family and Sala. Like, Sala's like...
Yeah, but Pete's didn't... Oh, that's right. Pete's isn't your family anymore. My bad, because he didn't know anything about this.
Best friend right now. Like, I honestly, like, if there's soulmates, he's definitely my soulmate. I don't know if you guys believe in that. I do. I think we're soulmates, like, on a level I can't explain.
Yeah, a spiritual level maybe, friendship level, right? He's been kind to you. You've been problematic. You've been filming shit you're not supposed to. He's been trying to teach you that you can't just go willy-nilly in Kuwait. And he's had patience, right? Because we already know you'll fall in love with anyone that has patience for you. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, I could see you respecting him on certain levels. Definitely.
He's helping me become a better person on... Like, I don't know, I have a bad vocabulary. Doing mukbang in that thing. So I know it's hard for some people to understand, especially if you're not living it.
Not living your trauma and your addiction. Yeah, that's why I can't understand it. And that's why most people can't. But when I see you over in the desert in all black and you still can't rein in your emotional eating, that tells me that you're having issues with still battling your obsessive, addictive love for Natter. And you thought going over there if you got away from the wheelchairs and you got away from the alcohol, that maybe you would have an awakening. Maybe you would do better trying to adjust to a different culture, and that's why you start wearing the clothes. I mean, I see all this. I mean, you're literally pulling at every straw you can to get him out of your head. But if you were able to do that, Chantal, on your own, you would be able to fight every addiction in your life. Seriously, you would be able to overcome bad behavior, addiction issues from food and alcohol and drugs and Nader, because I do believe you became highly addicted to Nader. I believe in your mind, he is the only one you'll ever love. And it's not true. It's just what your brain tells you. Your brain has a way of, I don't know. It was probably the happiest you've been in your life was being with Nader. Not with BB, not with Pete, but with Nader. Nader is animated. He is full of life. He made you laugh. He made you cry. He was a challenge. We call them bad boys. And we get the electromagnetic shit they do. But he was using you for self-gain. And do I believe he would have stuck it out had you not been an asshole online and disrespected him and told all your private shit that went on between you two? Absolutely, he would have stuck it out for the long run. Abso-fucking-lutely. And you know that. Hell, he may have even told you that. But you kept disrespecting him. So now you're trying to go above and beyond to show respect. Above and beyond. And I'm actually worried for you when you go back home, to be honest. And I'm sure you are too.
So yeah, what else was I gonna say? He's my only friend. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I was already beginning to change. Like when I found God in Cuba, I started thinking more spiritually.
Why do I think she's going to have a problem when she goes back to Canada without Salah? She better do a 48-hour turnaround and go right back to Kuwait. Because she's going to be tempted. She was already tempted in Kuwait. She went into his chat when he was live with Didi. So Kuwait hasn't changed her temptation. When she's back 2 hours, a quick car ride from Montreal, oh boy. Oh, boy. It's going to be hard. She's not been gone long enough. You know, some people spend a whole year in rehab trying to fight addiction. You know, just because she was over there for 3 months, was she thinking 90 days she's going to be over Nader and her wheelchairs? Oh, she's going to have to deal with her addictions, food and everything. You can't have one addiction and think you beat another. That's stupid. That's like, oh, okay, I don't eat anymore, so now I'm just going to get drunk every day. That is not beating addiction. That's just changing your addiction. And if she's going to go over there and give up wheelchairs, alcohol, and Nader while she's in Canada with no Salah, okay.
And
Pete said she has leftover edibles in the villa. Why don't he flush those?
realizing, like, what am I doing with my
Maybe Pete should just do the edibles so everybody can get a good laugh on one of his lives for once.
life? You know, like, I want to travel. I want to live life. I never wanted to be married. I didn't think that would happen. But you guys know, like, actually, I really did want to find, like, I don't know. At one point, I wanted to find my soulmate, and then at one point, I was done with it, and then.
Ooh, that was the nugget. Was Nadia your soulmate in your mind? In your mind.
I don't know. I guess, like, love finds you just when you least expect it. I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly, Nicole. She wanted to marry Nader, and she still does. Absolutely. No, Salah cannot go to Canada with her. They have to do the whole immigration thing. It can take 3 years.
So.
Married man can't even get his wife and kids over there. It's going to take 3 years through Canada government. So if anybody's telling them anything different, they're being lied to.
Use of happiness. Yeah.
Desert dweller. We won't see her face anymore. Finally. Hey, we've done the whoa. The whoa. Ready? We doing the whoa. Catch it? No more face. No more mukbangs. No more watching her eat. No. Dink.
Holly, it's like when you're really happy, it's impossible to be triggered, you know? Or it's harder to be triggered because you feel in your heart that you're happy, you know?
So here you go. That's important. If she can convert and she can, this is her last, listen, I'm telling you, it's her last ditch effort to be able to go home to Canada and not be tempted. Because we already know she gives into temptation. So we know that if you find a higher strength, right? Like hers could be Allah, Christians, God, even though they're the same, you will learn to avoid temptation. And you still struggle with it every day of your life. Everything's okay in moderation, but she doesn't do anything in moderation. She's an extreme when she's addicted. It's the only way she can stop the emotions she's uncomfortable with, whether it be through eating or thinking about Nader all the time. Because remember, she would jump in that car and drive all the way to Montreal and even book herself a hotel room and start texting him just to come and see her. We know this, Chantal. We know you have a hard struggle. It's so sad you have to lie to everybody because the truth would set you free. There are millions of people that have gone through this in their life, and they would have no problem having empathy for you, humbling you, but the fact that you keep gaslighting to look stronger than you are is what is going to be the demise of your channel and yourself. Just say. Because actually someone asks her about her addiction to food, and she actually tears up because she knows that addiction runs her life. And there's many people out there that have gone through this, you guys. And if she would just be honest, even in front of Salah, she's probably already told Salah. She just wants you guys to think, and she doesn't want Dee Dee to think she is weak or Nader. But that's what Nader wants her to do. In fact, they invited her over. See, they got no problem with her coming back. So that's what's very scary when she goes home. They even told her, hey, remember she flew out of Montreal and flew in. She's flying into Montreal. That is problematic. She could have flew out of Ottawa. Because even Monty showed there were flights out of Ottawa. Nader invited her over and said, hey, let's vlog together. Yes, he's still poking her.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, Foodie wants Nader all to herself. And there's a problem. There's Dee Dee.
I'm not homesick for Canada, honestly. I don't feel like I'll belong there anymore. I've gotten accustomed to life here. I mean,
Yeah, but that's not part of the deal. And you're on a tourist visa. You have to go home. But, girl, you could literally sit in the airport in Montreal, get a hotel room, and you could literally do a turnaround after you're approved for another 90-day tourist visa. You could actually do a turnaround. You could do it before you even left Kuwait. You could go on the computer, apply for another tourist visa for 90 days. You may not even have to fly all the way home to be approved. You could just stay. So I don't know what you're up to.
I've developed some really good habits here, like keeping the home clean, walking. I still have cats. I do miss my cats, you guys, like a lot. Yes. Except for every time I was eating a nashi. Well, I do miss my cats. You're not the Chantal who left. Yeah, you're right. And that's kind of been hard for a little bit hard, but not really, because like I said, internally, I was already thinking of those changes, and it's like Islam just, like, for some reason, I couldn't fully connect to the Christian God. Like, I couldn't connect to my Christian God and Islam. Like, there's something about Islam that I find so, like, it just spoke to me, like, in my heart and my soul.
Because you're obsessed with Middle Eastern men, right? Is that it? I would guess.
I know that's hard.
And Nader speaks of basically his beliefs from Middle Eastern culture. So, because it's a Muslim culture, Islam is their religion, I'm just going to connect some more dots.
For people who are not religious or
Because if you've never opened a Quran, and you have never opened a Bible, how would you even be able to make that difference? See, that's the weird part.
to understand.
No, she can't live abroad in Kuwait because the government in Canada will take away her health care and everything. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to be on the level of what she would be considered in Kuwait. Because she is a Bedouin.
There's just, I felt a calling from Allah, and honestly, and I don't even, like,
Yeah, but you also felt the calling from God in Cuba. You're just looking for inner peace. You're looking for inner peace, and you have to be a true believer. You have to actually believe to find that inner peace. You can't play a game, or you are going to be problematic when you get home, and it's not going to be good.
I don't even know, maybe even, nobody can understand your own personal journey. Like, even Salah has his own personal journey that, you know, like, everyone has their own personal journey with God, and Jesus wasn't special enough. No, it's nothing personal against Jesus. Alhamdulillah. Oh, bye, babe. See you.
Oh, yeah. You would know if she's found Allah. You would know. And like she said, I kind of found God in Cuba. No, you didn't. Because the last night before you left, you weren't at peace. You were drunk, and you were vile, and you were hateful. Because you were going back to Nader after the threesome you had before you went to Cuba. So now you literally are in your own head. You can't even allow peace to do its job because you have cyclical thinking, you have addictive personality, and that's problematic. You have to literally go into treatment and deal with it. You are always going to be your own worst enemy. I'm sorry. You probably hate to hear this, but it's the truth. And you can't look at a man who's 10 years younger than you to constantly listen to your trauma dumping, and it's not attractive. Now, he could point you to a mosque and maybe put you in contact with an imam. Maybe he has. Maybe this is what's going to cause. Maybe he's got someone in his family. I don't even know. But it would be the first step. But you trying to make this man exhausted with your mental issues is sad. Like, you should go seek it on your own and not put him through this, really. Even friends shouldn't do that to friends. I'm going to assume every friend you had in life that you've lost, you exhausted them. And I know you're doing shitty stuff in the background. Everybody knows it. You're going after FFG. You're using other people to do it. You're going after an elderly woman, tea and sass, and you're okay with that. And you're telling me you found God or Allah? You don't do that stuff. There is enough people out there that are suffering and miserable, going after each other on the YouTubes. This isn't a game. This is real people. And the more you keep doing the devil's work and praising a God, the messier your life's going to get. On a spiritual level, you'll see. It's all or nothing.
So, yeah.
Hate that shit.
It's all the same. Everyone has their...
And most of them are addicts. Most of them are addicts. They have low self-esteem, low self-worth. They cannot figure out how to find peace. So going after each other on their internet is their game of choice. That's why when I see that, I side-eye those people because they're miserable and they want company. I don't swim in that pool. I don't even play with those people. I'm all about, let's help people. Let's help you see the error of your ways. Let's help you get better. Let's see you be successful. Read the room, people. It isn't about other creators on YouTube, Chantal. It's about your audience. Read the room.
Your own beliefs. Okay, let me see. You're being accepted.
Exactly, Callie said, it doesn't matter what religion you are, Chantal. You still got these issues. It is worth the try, is it not? Exactly. I've been telling Shani and Rev that. We will support you. We will do Instacart. We will have Instacart for you if you go back to your food channel. You guys and your cooking channel will raise her Twitch where they will be financially independent. But I'll be damned if I'm going to give a dime to their drug use. Never going to happen. I'm all about building people's self-esteem and their self-worth. And if I have to do it through comedy, reaction, I don't know, schooling you, telling you about yourself. It is always in a fun or in a up-moving way. I don't care if you hate people on the internet. You don't go after them. It is not peaceful. You are joining a group of people who got nothing but hate in their heart. So don't be putting on costumes and doing shit in the background, which everybody knows you're doing.
Honored for the Muslim you're becoming. Now, no, I'm not a perfect Muslim. I mean, like, come on, I'm not, what'd you call it? What's the word? Like pious? No, that, I don't know. I'm struggling. Like when I said in between religions, it's because, like I said, it's hard. Like I made a small connection with God in Cuba.
Small. Let's say minute. Let's just say you prayed for peace one night so you could sleep. That's not a connection. Oh, if he gave you peace, that was a connection. But then you shrugged it off and went on to do the most disgusting shit and drugs and alcohol and being mean and being hateful and being miserable for another year, right? Pretty much a year. What are we at? Well, that was back in March or April, right? So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 8 months.
And it was with my beliefs when as a Christian. No, I'd say that I was more attracted to Salah, or like not attracted on like a physical level, but like a...
Yeah, you were. You called him hot. Hot is what you called him.
Spiritual level, because of I already had those values starting.
Then why did you do a reaction the other night that was mean? It wasn't even funny. You could have done so much funny shit going back and forth with FFG girl. If it made it fun. But you just got mad, angry, hateful. See, that's what's in your heart.
I never talked to you guys really because I was out of my mind half the time. And my audience didn't want to talk about that stuff. You know, like you guys wanted to just be...
Who cares what your audience wants? Remember, you were being problematic, a drug addict, an alcoholic, a food addict. So what audience are you gonna... What audience did you think you were gonna attract? That's why I said take this channel down. It's got nothing but bad juju. Take it down. Start your new journey. Read the room. They just wanted the obnoxiousness of you. They wanted to watch the demise for some fucking reason. But you also had some people in there that were trying to stop you, and you ignored them. So you need to think about it. Don't blame your audience.
And I just wanted to be who's the god or the barracuda. So
do you know how many people told you to shut down your live stream? When you were so high, it was uncomfortable to even look at. But you always insisted on going live. Wow.
Hasn't been a month. I met Salah in like the beginning of October, so
there it was. She met Salah in the beginning of October. November 1st, she was in Kuwait. Wow. Okay. Then how did Nader say he had a picture of Salah, like, I don't know, 2 months before that? Interesting.
I don't care what religion you convert to, what you wear, what. I'm Catholic. You becoming Muslim doesn't bother me a bit. If it's meant to be, then it will be. Love you. Thanks, Piss. Bo Capone, anything I did before I met him is kind of irrelevant.
It would be if you weren't still doing it behind the scenes. That's the difference. If you weren't still doing it behind the scenes, it would be believable.
You know, like, I did so many bad things, like, whatever, like, what.
Whatever. Like, whatever. You still got to work on that sincerity.
I do so terrible. I don't have a criminal record. I never heard any.
Doesn't have anything to do with criminal record. Nobody's judging anyone on a criminal record. It's their behavior, their actions, what they learn from their mistakes. You're almost 40. It's time. You can't come back from this. You get that, right? You do get this, right?
Like, really hurt anybody. Excuse me. So.
Well, it's not even about her lacking brain cells. It's about maybe developmental delay, age 16 or so, right? But what it is also about, not just lacking brain cells, it's no accountability, no true honesty. Because I'm going to tell you, if she ever bares her soul, and you'll know, trust that, then you'll make a believer out of me.
Yeah, I was bad to myself.
You were bad to other people. And you're still being bad to other people.
And I'm learning to be better to myself. You ran over a dog.
Get kicked.
If she converts, she cannot denounce Islam in Kuwait. True. Jarella knows all about it, and we're here for Jarella and anyone that is trying to either see a conversion or if she's making a mockery, and we're here for you if you feel like you're being mocked.
No, I hit a
trust
bunny,
me.
yeah. That wasn't on purpose. Yeah, all life you're learning, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the niqab until I
what?
make the personal decision that I don't want to anymore for whatever reason.
Okay. Because you don't have to wear any of this. You do know that. You can be Islam, religion, and you don't have to wear any of this. If this makes you feel comfortable right now and this is what you're doing, but at least you're converting, that's fine. If it makes you feel like you're becoming a part of something that's bigger than you and you're still struggling, that's fine. But stop attacking people and stop being angry and defensive. That is a cancer inside of you. It doesn't affect any of us out here. You put this stuff out on the internet, it's going to be talked about.
I ran away from my problems. Oh, no, I didn't. You guys think my problems just, like, I ran away from them and they didn't follow me? No.
They followed her, trust me. And she knows she's going home soon. What do we got left? 6 weeks? And she's going home. And trust me, it's stressing her out.
Everything I've had to deal with is being...
Oh, yes, I've worked with Muslim women before at the hospital, and they would wear their hijabs, but they wore their scrubs that you wear in a hospital. They didn't wear abayas. And they participate in Ramadan. In fact, the hospital would change their hours so that they were home. Like the girls that worked midnights, like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., they got to work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and they got to eat while they worked. And they changed their hours from 7 a to 7 p because they would be running around working and couldn't eat or drink. So the hospital would accommodate the Ramadan. And it was wonderful. Like, it was amazing to learn different cultures. And these women were probably the most peaceful, loving people I've ever met in my life. And that's why I've seen and worked with and befriended Muslim women that where they live their life by the Quran, okay? So that's why I'm able to say, if she's going that way, that's great. She did put the cart in front of the horse. She should have started converting before she even went to Kuwait. But I believe she needs peace, but I don't believe she can solve it because she can't solve her food addiction, okay? So this is bigger than her. This Nader thing is bigger. It has really traumatized her. It has really hit her to a point where she's just grasping at this point.
Dealt with or has been dealt with. Do I miss wheelchairs? No. But the addict in me sometimes does miss that feeling, that like, you know, but
that unfortunately that roll with your eyes was ecstasy. You're gonna have to work on that when you think about it for real. It's the look you get when you got a full platter of food in front of you and you're about to take your first bite, right?
it's bad for my body. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to address these 99-cent people anymore.
That's insulting, by the way. Maybe that's all they have to give. See, that's the part of you that's the YouTuber.
It's just not worth it. I was gonna come on here and like, you know.
What? You were gonna come on here and like what? This isn't a game. This isn't, there are people out there that are, they don't want this. It's sad. It's sad. It's unbelievable. Your inability to have empathy for people who live by the Quran. It is their life. It is their, it leads them into all their decisions, and this upsets them. And it's sad that your empathy is whatever. I'm gonna wear this till I feel like I don't want to anymore.
At least I tried to run away from my problems. Allah's giving you the key to your destiny, yeah. Holly doesn't bother me, honestly.
Yes, definitely a dopamine rush. Ass pats and dopamine. So she wants people to surround her and attack people. So there's the ass pat. You're right, they're wrong, but truth is, they're just people looking for a fight or looking for subscribers or clout, and they're not seeing a suffering woman here. They're using her. How many times can you be used, Chantal? I don't understand it. It's a personal journey, Chantal.
Nobody has to understand my journey. You know what I mean?
That's true. It's personal.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna wear a burqa. But you're never gonna please anyone. This is your shrimp cake. Thanks, Sassy.
Yeah, we'd like to see your journey be a spiritual one and not a spiral. Yeah, it's 99-cent people. That's what she just labeled people who might have actually given. I mean, it's an open chat. So they didn't give it just to say something. They gave it. Wow, that's what super chats are for. It means if somebody gives you a super chat, it means they got something important to say and they want to highlight it. That's what it's about.
Are you still going to be used by Nix and DC to go after their enemies?
Yeah. Is that who you got in the background going after your enemies when all they're looking is to be talked about on YouTube? But you're going to let them make you look bad? Wow, that's awesome.
What? No. No, it's not about that. We have common, they made a lot of valid points.
Are you kidding? Chantal, can't you walk alone? Can't you walk alone with your head held high? Why are you influenced by so many people? Remember I told you a long time ago, I feel like she's searching for an identity. This is not bipolar. This isn't any of that. It's like an identity crisis. I don't understand why you would let other people who may or may not be liked in a community and they're coming over from another community where people called CPS on each other and they slandered each other and they hated each other and I mean, why would you be influenced by anyone? If Salah is your peace, that should be the only person in your life. And how can you DM with nags? You are not supposed to be talking to men. Wow. Make this make sense.
About certain people. And I definitely agree with that, you know, so.
Okay, then. Keep on tearing people apart in the background. It's your journey. I will never do that. I will never, ever do that. I respect my subscribers and my members more than I will ever respect a YouTube creator.
Will I be celebrating Christmas? No. It's just going really fast. I'm not trying to ignore questions. Hi, Blacks.
A lot of people said that, Joyride. A lot of people. Even Yaba this morning.
Salah knows everything about me. JTR, mashallah, foodie beauty. Only God knows what's in your heart. Just remember, Islam is about moderation, not extremes.
There you go, foodie beauty. Same with the Christian Bible. Same with the Christian Bible. Everything's in moderation, no extremes.
I don't know what the end part means, but thank you. I don't have enemies. I never did anything to anyone. If you could name one thing I did to any of these people, I'll wait because I didn't do anything.
But you apologized to people. And now you've changed your mind? Okay. Hey, Storm. Did I welcome you already? I'm just going to welcome you again to the members. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Even Michael's given up. And he's our comedian in the chat, by the way. He's like, I got nothing, folks. I mean, he's spiraling. His head's like, I mean, we're only 26 minutes into this. And it has flip-flopped. It started out with a grand apology, and I'm converting, and I just want peace. And now, as people ask the hard questions, like, what are you doing in the background with other creators to go after people who don't agree with you or want to have, I don't know, some sort of intelligent debate, and you don't like it, like what I'm saying right now. This is not peace. This is not Allah. This is not the Quran.
Alhamdulillah.
This is not pious, right?
Yes.
Troll detective! Can you believe any of this?
So yeah, maybe I did clickbait a little bit. So what? I'm still a YouTuber.
Listen, your inner struggle with yourself, you reveal it constantly. And then you try to sell people on stuff. And that's why people say, oh, wait, she'll go home. She'll change her mind about this whole thing because maybe she went and seen Nader and Didi or some shit. She'll go home. She'll just maybe be in the hijab or not in anything at all. And then she'll pretend like she was a hostage over there in Kuwait and she had to do it. You never know what's going to come out of this. It is a reality TV show, people. It is for entertainment only.
But,
it's really not clickbait because it says not what you're expecting. I don't think it's clickbait. I really wasn't expecting it. But when I go over to Canadian Prepper and he tells everybody World War III started and nobody's going to survive in a title, and then he gets on there all calm and collected and just starts telling a story about possibly, maybe, sort of, allegedly, we don't know. That's clickbait. When you got people scared and you're using it for views, that bothers me.
Have you read the Quran? No, like, not yet. I mean, guys.
She hasn't read the Quran. Listen to this next statement. Troll detective, lean in.
I've read some passages or some important quotes and things like that. I follow a lot of Instagram.
Willie, take the lead. Instagram. She hasn't even read a McDonald's nutritional sheet. Michael's in for the kill. Oh my God. She got me joking.
A lot of things just made sense.
They're what we call memes. Even though it's spelt Mimi, they're memes or memes of quotes. How many people listen, everybody lean in. How many people do you have on Facebook? I don't do Facebook anymore. I'm not a Zuckerberg fan, so there's that. I don't believe in that horse shit. Spoiled brat. Well, rich brat. And now he's all sucked into stuff, and he's gonna keep an eye on what you people talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they got all your info. Whatever. I don't care about that. I ain't living no weird life anyway. But how many people do you have on Facebook that annoy the shit out of you because every time they have a feeling, they find a meme to go with it? They go up in the little window. And they put a sad meme, inspirational meme, or quotes. Get out of your head, Chantal, and start reading the Quran. If you are going to sell this, you better get busy, or you're going to destroy your entire existence on the YouTubes. And trust me when I say, those people all buddied up to you to be your buddy on YouTubes, they're waiting. And the more you say their names, the more locked in they are to taking your subs. End of. How many people pop up channels after somebody else loses their channel? How many channels popped up when Chantal's channel went down? Yeah, I thought that was funny, right? Yeah, you got some good friends on here, Foodie Beauty. You know what? I wish you did understand, how to make friends and influence others. You're not influential. People influence you. That's the sad part.
So, but I mean, just because I haven't read the whole Quran, like a lot of Muslims haven't.
Yeah, and what would you do? Oh, a lot of Muslims haven't? How do you know? Have you read The Room on YouTube? Mrs. Amina? There are other people that live by the Quran and live by their Islamic religion. And they say you're making a mockery out of it. They're upset. They're telling you what you're doing is wrong. This isn't what you're supposed to be doing. And you'll probably go after them, won't you? If they don't agree with you. Because you know all. A lot of Muslims don't even study the Quran. Okay, can you put up a little window here with receipts, with statistics, instead of just spew the words and wait for the backlash? Oh my God. Yeah, and who do we got in here? Manic Alien. She said, I love my Quran leather with zipper pocket size with English and Arabic. There you go. There you go. Does she even know that Jesus was Arabic? Does she even know that? Even though that's not his name, I'm just going to say it as Jesus. Because when I pray, I don't say Jesus. I say his real name. And don't put it in the chat. People need to do the work to go find it and learn it. Anyway, so I'm just saying, does she even know that?
Like, this is all new to me, but a lot of, like, the teachings, the ideals.
Bella, what did I just say? Make people go find it. And no, it ain't Yash. It's okay, Bella. I love you anyway.
Honesty.
Make people do the work. Only my children will know my name. If she's not a child of anything, why would you, don't even hand it to her?
Just like,
Thank you, Bella. I love you too.
a lot of religions have a lot of things in common. So even Christianity too, they have a lot in common.
Why do you think that is, Chantal? Wow.
No, exactly. Your past is
Should not be your present. Your past should stay in the past. It should not be your present. And unfortunately, it is still your present. The only thing you've gotten rid of is alcohol and weed. And that's because you're forced to. Now when you go home, could be a whole different ballgame if you don't get it together.
irrelevant. Yeah. I mean, if you're like working to better yourself, like I'm trying to think of how to say it. How will you get mukbangs? I don't know if I'll be doing mukbangs, I guess, or I'll have to just eat like this.
Thank God. Can we thank God for that? We don't have to see any more mukbangs, guys. Goodbye, feeder members. Yeah, if it was this morning, it's her past. Exactly.
I don't think I'll
Hell, if it was 10 minutes ago, it's her past.
my sense of humor, but my sense of humor's changed a bit, I guess.
I never really found you that funny. I really didn't. You had a couple times that you made me laugh, but no, because you can't react. You're not a reaction channel. You can't ever be one because you can't let things roll off and make it funny. Like, it's comical. Comedy has victims. And that's why FFG won the reaction debate, debacle, the fight, because she just made it funny. It's not that serious. It's YouTube, Chantal.
Because I'm also just like modest in my behavior a lot too. Do an interview. Because I still know a lot of principles about Islam, you know. But I'm still learning a lot. You can't know a whole religion in like a day.
You have to actually go to classes. Classes. Instagram is not. Oh my God. This age, they do everything based on their phones. They don't actually go into a mosque and have meetings. People like her go in and feel the energy, feel the presence. That is crucial. Yeah, she won't even go to the eye doctor, for real. Right? Right. So what am I saying?
But for me, it's not just about religion because Allah doesn't require I wear niqab. I'm wanting to wear niqab for myself. I want to hide my face, you know?
Okay. We thought you loved your beautiful heart-shaped lips. But if you don't, you don't. Yes, she thinks she's an instant gratification. Food, gummies, alcohol, nodder, attention. She's an instant gratification. That's going to be very hard for her to let go and become humble. It ain't going to take a day. It's not going to take a day, Foodie Beauty. It's going to take classes. It is going to take, do you know how hard it is to, do you know how hard it is to sit in peace when you have call to prayer? Every time you hear call to prayer, you're supposed to stop whatever you're doing. And they do that on purpose because it snaps you out of maybe the thoughts you're having, the actions you're doing, and to remind you to where you're supposed to be. Why do you think they do call to prayer 5 times a day? Maybe you should start there.
Yeah.
Mindfulness, right? Exactly, Storm.
I don't even laugh the same.
Yes, when Sala was driving and she was filming the sound of the call to prayer, she said they're praying at the mosque. No, that's the call to prayer. He's supposed to pull over his car immediately. Immediately. But they just kept driving.
way. I think it's also a matter of me just like evolving and changing. Maybe it's not that I've changed so much that I guess maybe you guys didn't really know me, you know?
So hold on. Are you guys didn't even know her. Okay, so the person she was being for the last 6 years, you didn't really know her. Because deep down was this person. Okie doke. It's your story.
Fully, like you thought you did.
Okay, in other words, you all need to get on board. And I'm going to need you all to join the memberships. I'm going to need you all, because I'm only doing members only chat after this. And so I'm going to need you all to join. And you need to get on board. And, oh my God.
So yeah. Canada doesn't have green cards.
No, they don't. The United States does.
So yeah.
So you have to sponsor. You have to go through all this approval financially, how you, your status in your citizenship. You got to prove that you're a permanent citizen, permanent resident, permanent citizen, Canadian. Then you got to prove that you've contributed. This is where we're going to have a problem. That you've contributed to your government. And you can be a financial sponsor of your spouse. Okay.
Just take it day by day. Allah will guide you.
Hopefully you read that.
To the truth, whether that be Islam or not for you. Exactly, Aisha.
Well, there you go. What did Aisha say to save the day? She said, just take it day by day. Allah will guide you to the truth, whether that be Islam or not for you. There you go. But why put it on your YouTube channel? Why not do that in private? Why put it in everyone's face as a fact, as a truth, as a, look, you can be saved too from your addictions. But if it's not for you, well, there's that. See where the problem is, Aisha? She's supposed to be an influencer. We don't, what are we influencing? Crazy? Because I'm not into crazy.
It's like, it's a personal choice. I don't know how somebody would be villainized for just wearing.
Then just go behind a black screen with no camera. And do this privately, but keep your channel. And just say, I'm not going to show anything. I'm going to tell stories. We're going to hang out. And don't get mean and don't get defensive when people ask you hard questions. And don't show anybody any of this. Or just delete the freaking channel and start over. Oh my God.
Something, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't live in your head of characters and scripts with no meaning and no depth. I don't.
Sure. Yeah, Peach, of course. I don't have to wear this, like, in the house. I don't have to dress. I can take off my clothing, you know?
We're well aware.
So yeah, so anyway.
And that's what happens to people. You are correct. She has no content. Because here's what happens. If you are not interested in subjects, except for whatever pleases you in the moment, you're not going to have content. You're not going to have content. If you can't reach out to people and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? And have a solid intellectual moment, or at least a subject that everybody's interested in, you're only interested in your immediate gratification needs, you're going to be a problematic YouTuber. Well, the problem with that is you're either going to get yeeted off of YouTube eventually, right? Or you're going to keep creating instances that have people's heads spin out their shoulder. It's like keeping people confused so they'll talk about you because you got nothing else. She doesn't have comedy. She doesn't have a sense of humor. She doesn't have anything. She doesn't even care to have anything. Yeah, well, she has to wear it on camera because men might be looking at her. But we've seen every part of her, and it's all over the YouTubes. So basically, there's no way to undo all that. Yeah, tomorrow she'll be in a tankini at the beach. God only knows.
That's just how it goes. I mean, of course, you know. So yeah, of course, because I say that, everyone's going to be like making sure I follow all the rules.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you are locked in now, princess. And you already know that you're going to screw up, and then the reaction channels are going to react to you, and that will keep you relevant. Bingo. Until you get home and change your whole freaking mind. Yeah, next week on Foodie Beauty, she introduces the kid that was in the room. Right.
It's no one's business, right?
Nope, none of our business.
How people choose to worship.
Yep, very true. But remember, if you're going to be professing it on the internet, you got to live by it. You can't be doing shady, sneaky shit in the background and get caught. Because what happens is, that is called, you will be exposed. And everybody will leave, just like the Cuba rage.
What about drinking gravy? I can drink gravy before 5 a.m. I'm kidding.
There you go, 6 drops. 6 drops says, I like you all so much. I shall make a secret confession. I like my men like I like my coffee. Sliding off the roof of my car as I drive away. Thank you for the laugh. Yeah, she's not even using Allah as a noun, right? She's using worship as a verb. I wish you would reach out to an elder, a scholar, somebody who can make you feel the things you want to feel and help you get past all these addictions, including getting Natter's attention. We know he loved your green eyes, so he don't want you to cover those up.
There's no face of Islam. Everyone's on their, like...
Well, I heard she's still on OF also, and that it's set to private. You have to email her and tell her who you are. Now, I haven't confirmed this, but I heard it on Yaba's this morning. And you have to confirm it with her to be able to go into her OF. Now, that to me would be haram, would it not? This makes so much sense. She loved the Sevid mask era because it covered her chin so much. You think so, Hands? Handstand?
It's so ridiculous. Like, anyone can... You like sober, Chantal?
Actually, I do like sober Chantal. And this hasn't always been greened out Chantal, drunk Chantal. No, that started after Natter. So you built your channel based on eating for feeders, right? Telling stories and not being high or drunk. So yeah, we do like sober Chantal. This is a bit extreme, but hey, if this is where you're heading, we'll make sure we'll keep an eye on it.
Oh my God.
I seen the one that was on, it was actually on the Kiwi Farms when she was dressed up as Dee Dee in the bed with the blindfold. That was really disturbing, by the way.
Lightning, but
Since it was such a traumatic experience.
playing dress up, how do you know? Like, what grounds do you have to...
Chantal, stop getting defensive. It is a valid question. Boy, are you quick to the trigger. Girl, you got to work on that. I didn't see the bathtub pics, nor do I want to.
to comment on someone's personal choices. You don't live...
You open the chat, people are going to comment. You don't run the YouTubes, and your channel, you need every subscriber and every member you can get at this point.
Like, are you living with me? Like, you don't know what
And off she goes. I tried.
I go through on a daily basis. You don't...
Do you know anything about me? Do you know what I go through on a daily basis? Do you know this? Do you know that? How can you comment on something? Rein it in. Where's Sala? Why isn't he got his arm around you, comforting you in this time of triggered?
Don't know me pretty much at all. So
You are correct. You are correct.
do they have twisty misties? Yes. You can have questions, Anastasia, but I have a right to not answer them, right?
Then why'd you answer it? Why didn't you skip it?
I mean, just because I'm in the public eye, I have to answer you all of.
What? Because I'm in the public eye? What? She's a Kardashian with a hard B. Kardashian.
Personal business. That's absolutely not. Thank you, Suomi. Am I saying that right? What about your subs who lip read? Oh, sorry. Maybe I can put captions.
These people are funny, though, in the chat. I got to give them that. It's comedy. Somebody said, Sala, has she given you a Dutch oven yet? You know, when you fart under the covers and then you fan your partner and they go like, oh my God, what died inside of you? That's what I say. Don't make me punch you.
Comic book, probably people in the hall. Why are people so concerned about whether or not Sala's going to be sponsored or not? Like, okay.
Because maybe somebody might want to marry someone who's an immigrant. They want to know if you have to sponsor him. How is this such an attack on you unless you're up to no good? That is a valid question. I had to go search it all. Chantal, because you won't even address important subjects that would actually put content on your freaking channel, which tells us we have to speculate. So when we speculate, bad things happen.
Here's the thing. There's 8 billion people in the world.
8 billion people in the world. Yeah, we're 3 billion over what is sustainable for an Earth. Got it. But what does that have to do with anything?
Now there are. Why would your soulmate be in your backyard? Like,
that wasn't even the question. You are so defensive when you're up to no good. When you're lying, you would be thrilled to tell the process. I'm not trying to give you content, but this is just weird.
just because he's from a different country?
There's many people that might want to meet somebody. Why aren't you proving this is the best thing you've ever done? And the process and what you have to do. Wow. See that, troll detective? Did you hear that? You got a whole bunch of clips to put together.
How do you know he doesn't have people in his family who could sponsor him already? Like, it's not your business.
We don't. They want to know how it works.
Like, what I do, what we do. How is that any of your business?
Oh my God. Oh my God. My head is scrambled eggs. And I am only through 32 minutes. We're doing a part 2. She literally put it all in our face, told us she was going to Kuwait to get married. People have asked, is he coming back to Canada? Are you going to live in Kuwait? Why is that any of your business? So they've asked the process. There's 8 billion people in the world. You think you can't meet somebody, your soulmate, across the world? That wasn't a question. I would have a better conversation with my hand. It ain't cocky. She's being defensive. Have you ever met that kid, that 16-year-old girl? Have you ever met her? Did any of you have one of them in your house? They do something wrong, they get caught, and they use exactly this word, salad. And everything they do, instead of having a conversation, right? Having a conversation, maybe learning about, consequences and what can happen to you. We've seen it. How many teens have disappeared because They know more than their parents. Climbing out their window, meeting some guy in a park. He's the one. And my parents, I'm not telling them anything about it. They'll say this and they'll say that. So they go out. They meet a stranger in the park. Never to be seen again. But the parents, the teenager knew more than the parents. So, thank you. Brain developmentally delayed. Maybe from trauma. Maybe from a moment of broken trust in a home. I get it. But it's not cute if it's untreated and you're almost 40. I have great conversations with myself, so yeah. But my point is, this is the way they do it. If somebody asks them a question and they're lying, they will do the whole gaslighting, the whole thing. They want to shut you up because they hadn't figured out a lie yet. That takes time, and they damn are not telling you the truth. Oh, so when addiction starts is when you developmentally stop growing. That makes sense. That makes sense. Absolute sense. It's true. Or even something as simple as a divorce can actually do that when a kid learns to cope with their grief or their anger, right? So you got to have a lot of conversations with your kids. You cannot just ignore their pain and make it all about your pain. You have to let your pain go, cry in your bed at night, whatever you do, but you've got to rise to the occasion and help your children with their pain. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger, but I made a lot of mistakes. Now I was about her age. Because my anger, my pain, I had to go get my head straight so I could be good for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to screw that up. It's already traumatic enough with kids, okay? Divorce is already traumatic. You have literally, you have to explain it in a way that a kid can understand, right? And no matter what you say, it affects children for the rest of your life. So be very careful who you marry and have kids with, because this is for life. It should be, for your kids' sake. But sometimes it just doesn't work. And that puts a big divider in your home, in their trust, their stability. She may have had something happen to her. And her coping was, what can I control? The food in my mouth? I don't know. I don't know. I don't walk her walk. But these kind of things are very, very familiar from what I've seen in other traumatic adults. Yeah, so it's just, I don't know what she's going to do, but I know there is a surefire way to destroy everything she's built. So she's either in this 100, if she's going to put it in everyone's face and make it our business, but don't ask any questions. And then all of a sudden, you're going to come up with something else when you get back home and you gave in to addictions, right? Including Nader. You're going to lose it all. I'm serious. Like, I'm not even playing. That's not even a whatever. Especially if you got a whole new audience that believes you're converting. You see what I'm saying? Defiant. Yeah, defiant is one of them. That's a good description. But it's the gaslighting. I hate the gaslighting. Well, you didn't see that. What are you talking about? You obviously never knew who I was. See? That's gaslighting. Oh, you thought that the Chantal you've been watching for 6 years was me? No. What? You guys just didn't know, did you? Like there's something wrong with you. In other words, stay with my channel and shut the hell up. There's your message of the day. she's going to need professional help, yes. And I did see her spiraling because of the Nader thing. So I don't think she was magically cleared or cured in Kuwait. No, I'm seeing stranger things, actually. She won't get away with it. She's not getting away with it now, Hazel Eyes. She's got a very small group of people that support the gaslighting and the going after people behind the scenes. I mean, it's just going to get smaller and smaller. It sucks. It's sad. She destroyed her own empire without... All she had to do was just be honest and stop going back and forth to Natters and lying and doing other things and lying and then doing this and lying, filing a report and then lying. Like, that's going to be her demise, not her. There's people out there that are smart. And they're like, you know what? You're not going to gaslight me. You either sit down and just say the fucking truth. It's going to hurt. You're going to hate it. But at least it's honest. So there's that. Yes. So we're going to watch it. It is a TV show. It is entertainment. We don't care, to be honest. But when we're sick of it, I'm sure eventually, even Yaba said, if she goes back to Canada and this or that happens, she said, I'm out. Because you can't keep, you just can't. Sad. That's what it is. Especially when you're almost 40. Now, if you were 16, this is why I don't even follow the 20-some-year-olds on TikTok. Because they'll do anything just to get the audience. And I don't expect that out of a woman that's almost 40 years old. I expect some, aha moments and some real glow-ups. Not, you guys, did I say that? I don't remember saying that. I can't play that game. That's teenage shit. Oh, God, I can see through that so fast. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I got stuff to go do. I got to go run some errands. I have face creams. I got to get to the mailbox. They've paid me for them. I have 3 left. You can hit me up my email, nomadnesslife@yahoo.com. I only have 3 left. So if you want to buy it, it's $40 per jar. I have to pay $9.50 to put them in priority shipping because I care about my face cream, so I want it there in 1 to 3 days. If you buy 2, it's only $35 a piece. Right? But I only have 3 left. So you better catch me before I go, or I ain't going today, because I'm over it. All right, guys, I love y'all. Just clear your head. Because this is what it is. It just is what it is. We don't do word salad. We're about actions, not words, on my channel. So we go listen to the words, but we watch the actions. We look for the nuggets, and we pull them out. We also try to help a bitch when we see them going through mental despair, okay? We try to help build them up. We don't do it the way they want to do it, like Shani wanting money for drugs. No, we don't do that. We don't enable. But we will get together and Instacart food for her to do cooking shows. But she has to do the cooking shows. Period. Because we want to help her build her Twitch, give her back some of her, cockiness, self-esteem, and we want content to review. So it's a win-win. And then with Chantal, we just want her to get home safe from Kuwait and not have anything happen to her. With the government, with whatever. We don't know Salah at all, right? We didn't know Nader at all. We still don't. I'm just saying. Let's just, everybody, I got to go decompress.